Hey guys, welcome back. Welcome back. What? Guys, listen, hold on, grab a seat and enjoy yourself today, guys. I have put in last night I had set up to go live at 12 o'clock. So I'm a little early because I'm a little excited. Guys, listen, thank you and welcome back to ADP Art Creation. Thank you guys for coming in. Please hit the like button, like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Guys, what is going on? Didn't I tell you guys? But before I get into all of that, I want you guys to know that, man, we need some breaks in there. It was getting a little, we were very sad, about some decisions. It was a crazy draft, and this was much needed. But when I try to look, I don't know everything, guys. Hey, Riddick. Yes, Riddick. Oh my gosh, Riddick. I don't know if you saw me when I was on So Pretty Tony's show, and she was saying, she was saying, had to get her attitude right and stuff like that. And a lot of people were saying they didn't see Chen Dawg back in the W. This is a perfect example of walking by faith and believing in people. Look, I'm telling you, I'm so happy. I was so happy for her. I don't know what to do. But remember, we were saying that if Kennedy go anywhere, we would want her to go to the Aces. But I actually wanted her to go to ATL with Angel. But she didn't go to ATL with Angel. But that's okay. I knew something was up and something was cooking when Angel and Kennedy, they tag teaming and stuff like that. And I knew something. What? ADP, I saw you posted Ken under her comment on Twitter today. Was that her Twitter, Reddit? Oh gosh, I was on. I know I somebody reposted it in Reddit because I don't go on my Twitter, but I do post everything on my threads. That is so awesome. And also, Reddit, if I could pull it up, I posted not the one that I just posted because I'm going to show it to you guys, right? So not the picture that I just posted of where she went, and look at what color her jersey outfit was. It had a number 7 with a question mark. I knew I really wanted Kennedy to go to Atlanta, but I knew she was going to the Aces. Now, really, we in trouble now. So ATL, the Aces, and she coming back. Kennedy is gonna get a spot. She automatically is gonna be a part of the Las Vegas Aces. They been that. Look, the crazy thing is, I knew that Becky was gonna pull something because that's what Becky do. But she pulled Chen Dawg. This is a perfect example. Stop putting your mouth on people just because they make mistakes. And when I was talking about mistakes, you know what I'm saying? In life, really, we mess up 1,000 times, and you know what I'm saying? God forgive us. And some of the mistakes people will never know because they personal. What's up, Donna? What's up, Donna? What's up, Donna? Happy. What's today? Wednesday? Because Tuesday be so crazy, guys, for me. Oh my gosh. Tuesdays, guys, Kason has OT and speech. So I'm an hour there, an hour back. Traffic, another hour to get to my oldest son, to get him to work, stay on that side so I don't have to go back and forth because I've been like a slinky the first part of my day. And that's why my stuff was messing up. My laptop went down on So Pretty Tony. My phone was acting up. It was just crazy stuff. But when I say God is good, God is good. I've been fighting for Kennedy Carter with my artwork and for her to be back in this league. Not only that, when I dropped that first that animation video before this last one, she actually gave me a heart on it. So for her to even take the time out to like it, because I did the same thing, Riddick, as content creators, as artists, whatever gifts you have to market yourself. So what I started doing was, okay, on TikTok, you can mention them. That's how I got Anissa Morrow to comment, repost, and that particular day, it was meant to be sent because Anissa reposted, came back to my thing, liked it again, and just by a nice, motivational comment and a picture. You know what I'm saying? So I said, okay, I don't know how Thread works with the attachments and all this, and I don't want to be on Instagram, tagging people if that's not how you do it. I'm trying to get used to how everybody works. So I said, okay, let me put it under Chen Dawg's comment, and she liked it. So even though a lot of players, um even Lisa Leslie, like I be under the comments and they be liking my stuff. And Lisa Leslie, when she wasn't busy, she was like, coming back to me, commenting and stuff. Like it was just motivation and encouragement. Even her makeup stylist, I be encouraging everybody. You hear me? Okay, I'm so like on a 10 right now because I told them, I told So Pretty Tongue, people can make a lot of mistakes. We make a lot of mistakes. I told them Chen Dawg was coming back. We have stood 10 toes down for Kennedy Carter. People said, oh, they'll never. Why would you put that on somebody else's life like that? You don't know. I think that Kennedy Carter is misunderstood. Do she have go to a 10 sometimes? Shoot, we all do. Sometimes some of us go to a 10 and we hide it. Nobody know we went to a 10. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just, because they are celebrities, they're gonna be on blast. But gosh, we needed this sunshine today, baby. Let's freaking go. And trust and believe it's gonna be the aces against the sky, because it's gonna be the aces against the sky, and she coming for them. She coming for that fever, guys. She going for that fever. Everybody that was coming at her, Chen Dawg is coming for, and she's gonna do great on that team. She already know. Let me tell you something. Already know what Becca's about. Becca said, "Look, I'm looking at my roster, and I need some fireball, because if we're gonna get up in here and try to go for this chip, we need a fireball." I really thought that she was gonna go to ATL with Angel because they was commenting back and forth, but this is what Angel was talking about. When everything went down with Chen Dawg, she was like on her show, people wanted her to speak out. When you're real with somebody and good friends, you don't have to do what America wants you to do when you a genuine friend. You don't do that. You don't blast, because you go out there, you can say anything and they're gonna take it the wrong way or twist it. You know what I'm saying? And so Angel was on her podcast during this time. She was talking, I forgot who she was talking to. And she was like, people, people assume that you're not friends with somebody just because you're not talking about them. I don't know which episode it was. And I was like, But no, everybody was trying to soar a discourse between her and Kennedy Carter. One thing I'm going to tell you guys, Teaspoon loved her triplets. Her triplets were Angel Reese, Kennedy Carter, and Camila Cardoso. I always see now Teaspoon got all the babies. She got all the players, because that's who Teaspoon is, because Teaspoon got a genuine heart. With these triplets, she don't play about. She is commenting on their stuff. She's always encouraging them. And all those great things. So when her and Angel was on that podcast, some people have to learn how to read code talks. They were dropping receipts without saying it. And when they said, even they mentioned Chen Dawg, Angel mentioned Chen Dawg, I said they are up to something. Look, that was the first receipt. The second the second receipt, we seeing them, following, popping out, commenting, each other. And look, okay, that was the second receipt. The third receipt was when you saw Angel Reese and when Chen Dawg posted her and Angel beside each other, when she posted those pictures. So they dropped 3 receipts. People got to pay attention. And then I dropped mine. I was like, that's why I put 7 in a question mark. Let me, I'll play it, guys, because I had some other stuff I'm still going to talk about. Lauren Betts is a part of Reebok. Don't get it twisted. Angel is that girl. And Lauren Betts is a part of Reebok. Raven Johnson got her shoe. So we'll talk about that too, or whatever. But oh my gosh, guys, you gotta watch. Look, sometimes ADP just go by the heart. Yes, baby. Home. Yanni's not home. She's not coming over today. Oh. She got her own house, Momo. Yanni home. Come on, let's go check on your nuggets. But yeah, guys. Oh, you done checked up on your nuggets. You're smart. Almost crunchy, okay? They almost. Give them like 5 more minutes because you don't like it too soft. Almost, okay, baby? So, yeah. But yeah. You got. You gotta turn the washing machine down. All right, Casey, I'm telling you that they're a little crunchy. Yeah, guys, you got to spicy this. You got to cheese on that one. We're gonna be right at McDonald's eating McDonald's fries. I don't know what it is. Here, babe. All right. What a breakfast. Nuggets and cinnamon toast crunch. But okay. But yeah, Donna said teaspoon Angel Kennedy dolls and tried to bring the dog out of Camilla. Hopefully it will be released this year. It was always the Sky organization, not Angel and Kennedy with issues. Right, Donna. And Case Up had got to go. Maybe she got really busy, but he had got to go. Remember, he said he was going to bring one of them that was on that team onto the show. So I know he had that connection. So maybe now, later, if that person has time, we'll get to hear that part. But yeah, it was never that. He wanted everybody attached his teaspoon gone. Allegedly, I believe on my thoughts. Also with Miller. My heart, I'm praying for Miller. I'm gonna post. I didn't want to post any drawings or any anything with Miller for the new season until I found out where she was going. So the inspirational art is going to continue. As fast as my hands can go, you never know what God wants you to use your skills for. Because I was like, Lord, I'm back to sketching, and I do have Flage's painting coming. I have Flage's LSU painting. I'll finish that up. I got Angel Reese coming, and I'll finish hers up with the no faces. So I have different projects coming. And then Big Girl wants some pouches with Angel Reese on it with the Atlanta Dream. I just posted Angel Ocott last night. I'm telling you. So guys, what I do is I sketch out, draw, and color my drawings, right? And I put them into the creation app. And I say I want my 3D animation. Then I have to go over to TikTok, get the music, get the they have it where you can move your artwork. So that's what I do, and then I post it. So that's how I do those if I want that if I want 3D. Other than that, I'm sketching in my suite, Donna. That's what I said. I'll be sketching in my suite now. So I'll be posting. But this is just so awesome. I don't even know, like I have to post Kendall. I have to post her in an Aces outfit next. But I know she saw it because she be watching her social medias, and what she put under that post was like something like, it was crazy, Reddit, what she put under there. Something about what was it? Dice. She put something about dice on her threads, about rolling some dice or something, which she said, if I roll the dice, which way would I go? Or something like that. So she was putting hints. So that's when I put that picture under there with a gray question mark. So the Aces is, oh my gosh, guys, the Aces, man, I don't know. The Aces and the Dream. Um, wow, 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 just wow. It's gonna be crazy. I don't know, guys. These teams, these teams, they in for a run, and I'm gonna tell you why. I'm definitely going for um the Dream and the Aces because the way that they did it was strategic. The Dream very strategic. They knew they probably offered Kennedy, and I don't know. Maybe they did, maybe they didn't. I don't know. But the way that the Dream got set up, they didn't just go out there and get everybody just to fill a team up. They had it set up, right? And I just love the fact that Angel and Okai appreciate each other. The respect Okai gave Angel. And one thing about Angel, we've seen it wherever she goes, she will bring out the best in you. And she was able to, her and my Twin Towers forever, her and Camille Cardoso. I don't care what nobody say. That first season and the season they had to go through adversity, I believe this year will be both of their years. I don't know how it's going to work out because I know the Sky got so many dogs on it, or whatever. But let me tell you something. I'm walking by faith, and I'm going to say Miller is going to have a phenomenal year. And I didn't like to split up, you know what I'm saying? But I'm glad that Miller has other like cousins now, you know what I'm saying? Because they were twins, that she have other cousins now, to be there with her that actually want to see her win. Now the organization is a different story. So this is why I'll probably have like 100 teams like Bro Clock because they got our players scattered out. But Aces, baby, I've been in the cut. I've been in there. So Aces and Dream, y'all twinning. Y'all my Aces and Dream are my top two. Liberty, they are right. I see the Liberty. I don't know. I'm not gonna speak on no teams because I don't know. I do got my Minnesota Lynx in there. Liberty, we gonna put Liberty in there too. Okay, it's 100 teams. Right, Donna. Right, Donna. I don't look, man. Donna said they're gonna listen to us eventually on our takes. Always come to be. Donna, I'll be walking by that faith because I want to see the best in people. And the same way I want to see the best in people, I want people to see that in me. You know what I'm saying? And no, I have not met them yet, but I will. I gotta figure some stuff out. We gotta get over this prom, and my son got prom next week. He got graduation next month. Hey, Bree Minor, and I know that she will. She wants. I think I gotta see. We gotta check out the games here for Atlanta and see what games we're gonna go to together. So I'm kind of gonna be calling my cousin upstate to see if they can give me an early birthday present for a ticket. You know, we're gonna see what magic comes, but I'm gonna put it out there by faith. I'm going to a lot of dream games. I'm just walking by faith. Is the savings over there for my tickets yet? No, but I see the vision. So ADP, I got to get to ATL to a game. Yeah, Donna, it's a lot of people that we normally see in the chat that are here. That are here. I've been here for quite some time. Like, yeah, 15, 16 years. I've been here for quite some time, or whatever. Please come though. That would be nice. Aces probably have more money left on the table than ATL. Yeah, they did because I think they spent a lot, but that's okay. That's good, right? I'm quite sure. Watch, I ain't even looked to see what Angel posted. So, but she in good hands. She's in good hands. And listen, it wasn't the players that wanted Kennedy out. Nobody could play with Kennedy. And Donna, you know what I kept saying too? and I'm gonna say this in cold talk, but you're gonna know who I'm talking about. Everybody keep wanting to go back to Kennedy at Atlanta. Do your research on that, and make sure when you're talking about that certain situation, make sure, because it go both ways. She's not gonna sit up there and let nobody mess with her, and then you know what I'm saying, it's crazy work. But if we look at it, that same other teammate can harass another teammate, and they had to tell them to stop. And we as content creators and running our podcast had to say, hey, that's not a good look. If that person can still be in the league, Kennedy Carter should be able to come back in the league. You know what I'm saying? Camilla is the next piece to move on to be great. Yes, she is. She gonna do this year. She gonna be phenomenal, and she deuces, baby. Okay, but so I'm gonna be watching all the teams. I'm not gonna say no other team. I got something for Bro Clyde. I'm gonna light the sunshine under his butt because he was talking about he got all the baddest in ATL. Don't let me tell you something. Okai is a beautiful king and queen right there. You hear me? I mean, Angel Reese top tier. I mean, we listen. It depends on what fit they put on. They all baddies. Don't come for them. ADP. I tell Bree Minor, we have been on Chen Dawg. I have to. I wish I could. Guys, I wish I could. Let me see. How would I do that? Dang, I don't know how to. Give me some time, and because I don't know how to work the threads and stuff. But be minded when I was telling them, when I put that first picture under her comment, she liked it. The second one, she put talking about how she could roll some dice and all this kind of stuff. But it's good. I'm not done yet. I'm just saying, and man, like it's just a blessing. If you know Queen B, she called Britt. She be on TikTok and she be on Threads. She had posted something, and she was like, "Hey, the other day, don't give up. Keep doing it. Keep posting. Keep doing this." And but I get to hear from you guys. Donna be on it with me about this artwork. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not posted, or if I post something in the comments and it's something like a little unusual, like it's like Donna can read through that code and she'd be like, ADP, you got this. You could do this or you could do that. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, all of you guys are just great sauce. Riddick, look, Riddick be in there. Riddick know my passion for mental health and for the heart of people. So Riddick, don't forget, if you see stuff, make sure you send it to me, okay? Because I be loving people. I be speaking from the heart. Thank you, Bree. I be doing some of everything. I never want to be put inside a box. So that's why you'll see me coming from everywhere. So somebody had posted, they was like, somebody came for me on my YouTube saying, is that AI? I don't care if it's AI, PI, MI. Okay. What I learned when I had to research is that if far as the 3D, not the sketches and the paintings and stuff like that. When it comes to something like that, because I create my own sketches and my own artwork, whatever I put into the creations app belongs to me. So nobody can copy it or anything like that. So I mean, I know other people, you can use other people's artwork, but I use my own sketches and stuff like that because I was trying to figure out a way that was quicker than using Adobe. Adobe take you through 10 years to do the same thing. And this is actually the same thing that Disney does for their shortcuts, but you don't hear nobody coming at them because that 3D animation is not something that you can just do automatically. You have to take it through either an app or something to get it to be 3D. It doesn't, when you're doing 3D, it doesn't just say, I'm going to just do 3D. No. You got to, Disney do sketch their stuff out and stuff like that, but it's a process that you have to go through. Yeah, you do. You got yes, you got to keep me on my toes, daughter. Because I be like, sometimes, guys, I be like, oh my gosh. Sometimes I get in those moments like, man, not question myself, but am I doing this right? Is this right for this moment? Should I just not continue to do this? But one thing about God is that when he put the vision in you, when he put it in your heart, he's gonna see it fall through. The only thing we have to do, anything we want in life, is we can't give up, because some people be so close to their blessing and then they stop. So hey, I'm here to stay. What you got, Brie Minor? AITI Mia, it's my own artwork. yeah, Brie Minor. They try to come. I said, listen, I gotta sketch these cartoons out. Now I have learned where I don't have to, like with my sketches, I might use like Pixar just to brighten my color pencil up, because for some reason I've used Crayola, I've used good brand color pencils, I've used everything, and you still see that color pencil take on my drawing. So I'll use it for to light up the color, like a what you call it, what are they, auto light up or something like that. I'll use that for that. But other than that, the 3D has to be taken through the app to make them 3D. So I was like, let me do Oka and Angel last night. I was up at like to 2 or 3 trying to finish up with that one. So it depends on how fast I can sketch the cartoons out and stuff like that, because I also want to draw my anime. Also, just to like bring everybody, I have to also, when you're marketing yourself, you can't put yourself in one box. You have to be able to be as creative as you can. So I can paint, draw, sketch, throw it in the 3D slot, whatever. I can do the thing. You know what I'm saying? So I don't limit myself. I can write. I can write poetry. I can write books, guys. I do have a book coming, but it's for kids. I used to write a lot, so I got stuff coming, because I want to be able to touch all women's sports, and so that's why you'll see me on Coco and Osaka. I haven't did Tay yet. Tay Townsend, she's good too. I definitely got to do some drawings of Serena and Venus, because we can't forget them. So ADP, I kind of like try to move around to make sure we get all the sports up in there. NFL draft is coming up soon, so I like to wait for them to see what's going to happen with that. Guys, if you didn't know, also too, Bam got hurt last night. Melo's son, I don't know, they're trying to see if it was intentional. We'll know by Friday, or if it was just a basketball play. And so Bam, Asia Boo got hurt too. So just to keep you up to date with that. But yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Like, so this is Felicia right here posting. Felicia be all under Felicia be on point, guys. She be up there with me. And she be in the comments, and if she has anything, like, guys, she always let us know if she get there first. I'll be checking all my socials, because it's always a surprise. And I kept saying it's gonna be some shenanigans. It's gonna be some surprises in there. And Felicia was like, she was hoping she'd go to the Aces. They got breaking news. Kennedy Carter has signed with the Las Vegas Aces. I think that is a great move. I don't have a problem with it. We've been rooting for Kennedy Carter, and anybody else got anything negative to say about it, they can kick rocks, right? I'm just saying, because we gotta stop with this person. Listen, at the end of the day, this is these women's life, their future. You can't put your mouth on someone's future like that. You can say, baby, I don't know, or something like that, but you cannot say never, or they won't be. Who are you? So, you can't do that. That's not very nice to do that, like, especially the way that they did them. And listen, guys, this is what I say about when I was saying about this guy organization. They're not done yet. And what I kept saying is you can't keep treating God people in the way that you do. Not like this. Not just when Angel and Kenny and them came along. Way before that, they have been doing this. You see how it's a domino effect? Remember, I said it's gonna be a domino effect. It's not over. It's not over. And don't think for 1 minute that just because they built a team up that they're gonna get away with it. Okay? Just wait for it. Everything happens in God's timing, but just wait for it. And if you notice, everybody that they tried to come up against God said, okay, wait a minute, let me show them. I'm going to show you something. Teaspoon, go to Unrivaled, girl. I got you. New York. Y'all know what to do for Teaspoon. Light it up. She don't feel like coming out. Have her come out to this show. Show her we love her. Show her we care about her. Okay, Angel tried to come for her. Every time they did, boom, 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 success. Blessings on top of blessings. And God ain't done yet. Okay, so we're gonna try. We're gonna try to come for Angel. We're gonna try to put the hit piece. We're gonna try everything. Let me tell you something. When you got God's favor, it does not mean you're not gonna go through something, right? Okay, and when you're genuine and you real, this is the type of stuff that we go through. I'm telling you, listen. This is what we go through. So they tried it, they couldn't do it. Right? Miller. He tried Miller too. He threw Miller up there a little bit, but not like they did Angel. But he threw Miller a little bit. And then you remember that next game, Miller came out there and showed out. But Miller was like, okay, I mean, what else you guys want me to do? I'm gonna go out there and do my best. For what everything our Twin Towers were going through. I did not appreciate it. I did not like it, guys, seeing our Twin Towers go through that. But I just love the way that God is moving for them this season. They are both going to have a great season. And for them to salute each other and what they built, that can never be taken away. So for all yous that were wishing for these ladies to be split up in the beginning, they won't ever split up, no matter where they go, because they're genuine people. ADP, Skylar and Carrington got their eyes on the sky. If you know what I mean, just watch. I know. Listen, they not going to look. Donna. Look, guys, rack up on your snacks. Rack up on that popcorn, because this is going to be entertaining. Let me make sure I make something clear. I want the best for all of our WNBA players. I want the best for all of them. And I'm going to check, because, listen, matter of fact, let me check. I want to know the ratings, because I'm tired, guys. I'm tired of them posting, we're going to do this for mental health. We're going to do this. No, that's not good enough. Somebody going to have to figure out, and that's FIBA organization, to figure something out. Don't talk about it. You're going to have to be about it. You're going to have to get on it quickly, because she shouldn't have to shut her internet down. Because that is a part of their marketing too, guys. It shouldn't go down like that, and it keeps happening. Oh, some changes coming up in that organization too, far as that bullying and stuff. Watch what I tell you. When people listen, guys, when people think they are bigger than the program, they can't be touched, and they can continue to allow players to come to this team and for them to be mistreated. They got another thing coming, because let me tell you. For some reason, this particular year, like I keep saying, the last gonna be first and the first gonna be last. They not playing this year. They on these socials and they going ham on these organizations. And let me tell you, they're gonna keep doing it, because like Tony was saying last night, this new generation, they are built different. They going right in. They don't care. You tell them not to. And remember, if we could march, if we could do the marches and do the boycotts and do all that on YouTube, it would be done, because that's how you win. But you know what the world did? They decided to come back and boycott in a different way by using their socials. That's the way you do it. That's the way you come up on your podcasts and show them what you're talking about. Listen, you ain't even got to. It's like a Gideon. We're in the Gideon right now, guys. We're in the Gideon. You know what I'm saying? We feel like we don't have enough for the battle, but remember, God provided Gideon with everything he needed. We in the Gideon battle with all over this world and with our sports world, definitely. You know what I'm saying? So we just got to continue to support our players, fight for what's right, continue to stand 10 toes down, because like I said, the mental health of the players matter. And I had to run it back. I had to go on my bros channel, and I had to set the record straight about mental health and all this stuff that was going on. And for those that were saying push it away, forget about it, all this kind of stuff, you can't be human. It's got to be a robot gene in there somewhere, because let me tell you, life is real and things will happen. Everybody has went through some type of, trials and tribulations, whether they ever tell you or not. And let me tell you, when you go through your trials and tribulations, it's a lot. It don't matter how much faith you got. It's a lot. So just be mindful of that when you make those type of comments like, oh, she'll be okay. And no, never. You can never excuse somebody's mental health. Never excuse it just because you want to see them play a game. Miss me with that one. Yes, you did, Bree Minor. Yes, you did. Oh my gosh, I'm so man. When you don't listen, don't ever let people tell you what you think is not right. And it could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? But 9 times out of 10, when you're on something, because we've been on Kennedy coming back since last year. Kennedy coming back has not been anything new. And guys, look how quickly Kennedy Carter came back. She only missed one season. One season. You can't tell me God ain't good. You can't tell me things don't work out. It's always the people that people least expected. You know why? Because God got to bring to y'all attention that, hey, you're not in control of this young lady's life, and she gonna be winning in life on the aces. Guys, let me tell you something, aces. Kennedy coming for somebody's spot. Not intentionally. Not because she said that's what she doing. It's just in her DNA to play her best basketball and be a dog on the court. I'm just saying. So, Dana, what you talking about? What you talking about? You got that teammate. So y'all better be good. Y'all better get along. Because Dana, you seen that year Kennedy won't playing. So she coming back. So I need y'all to join together. I need everybody to be good. I think she's going to a good team. I think that she's going to a good team because we got our Go Asia over there. And Asia, Asia understands. Everybody got different personalities. So Asia definitely understands Kennedy Carter. And Becky don't care. Becky like, girl, I got to do something. Becky saw that. Look, Becky saw that draft, guys. Becky said, listen, I got to cook. Mind you, who is cool with... Guys, I'm getting a crack out of this. I'm so excited. Donna, let's run it back. Who cool with Becky? Teaspoon. Let me tell you something. Teaspoon is an advocate for these players. She is. Listen, if you think that people don't talk behind closed doors, and this might have been cooked up for what, I don't think Kennedy coming back this year was a surprise to the Aces. I think that Becky had this in her head all along, and I think that they needed some time, because this is what the leagues do. They will. This is what you notice. That's what we see them do in any league. When something hits the fan, they'll wait for a while to let it die down, and then they'll bring the players back. So, and not like she did anything wrong. I mean, Kennedy heard. I mean, I listen. If you talk, there's two sides to a person. Sometimes you get tired of people talking outside of their neck. Sometimes, and you don't know, you know. So, but anyways, I'm quite sure. I think that Kennedy Carter is misunderstood. I think that she once you get to know her, and I'm gonna reach out to her, but I'm gonna get her time because she's doing her thing, and see what happens on this on this podcast, or whatever. But she definitely went over there, and she didn't stop. She didn't give up, guys. She didn't give up. She went overseas and she kept it going. Not only did she keep it going, she was balling out, keeping it going. Guys, she was threatening right there. She was like, okay, y'all keep popping off at the mouth. I mean, people were rude under her comments. They were rude and so disrespectful, and they still gonna be. But let me tell you something. You better be careful how you have your mouth on people, because this is a perfect example that you don't start none, won't be none. You hear me? Yeah, she knows Bree Minor, and she's gonna do great. They gonna let Kennedy be Kennedy. Man, let me tell you, you know how Angel them said they had what ESPN put on them, they had it as motivation and they won the chip. I'm scared to look at Kennedy's. Oh my gosh, what if it's the Aces in the Dream in the championship game? OMG. I'm telling you, it's gonna be something. ADP, Becky and the GOAT not having that, and don't be surprised if Teaspoon don't pop out over with the Aces. Some, I know it, Donna. I'm not surprised. Remember, I ran it back to remember they you know what I'm saying, they are cool with each other, and I just believe they gave it a year to die down. But this ain't just started coming out. This been cooking in the works for a minute. And they were like, okay, Angel, I'm just, allegedly, Angel and Kennedy, girl, you want me to go ahead and post? You want me to start posting? Girl, go ahead, damn, because, we've been dropping receipts. If they don't pay attention, that's up to them. Girl, clock that T. Where you going, girl? I'll let you know. Where you going, girl? I'll let you know. Oh, I see you, ATL. Okay, let me post this picture of us together, girl, so they can think something. Oh, they think we're going to come over here together, girl. We in it together, but I'm going to be on the Aces. You cool with that, girl? Yeah, I'm cool with that. I'm just saying, the whole conversation. I'm just allegedly, guys, y'all know. But yeah, she is definitely misunderstood, guys. I'm just, man, I did not come up here and was thinking it was gonna be the Kennedy Carter show today, or whatever. But gosh, I'm so happy. I was like, let me tell you how happy I was, guys. I was jumping up and down, said, thank you, Lord. Because look, these could be our babies, and these are their livelihoods. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know the passion these women have in their heart. And just for being them, they got to be criticized. Everybody ain't perfect. There is no perfect person on this earth. It's just that people choose to handle their going to a 10 different. I remember somebody messed up my baby sandwich, and I went to a 10 because my baby did not like mayonnaise, and they were trying to play in my face. And I said something. I could have got in trouble talking about I'll blow that place up, light it up. What's wrong with me? I'm just saying, it was just one of them days. So you just never know. You just never know. That's how Dana was able to play with the Aces, Teaspoon. Let me tell you something. Teaspoon is a great heart person. I remember Teaspoon talking about that story with the frogs. I'll never forget that story. And I was like, man, this lady right here can tell the story about the frogs. And I'm like, I never forget that story. Like, she's so passionate. Teaspoon passionate. She's genuine. She's real. She don't bite her tongue. And she's a black queen. She's not gonna take anybody treating her any kind of way. And you can't get mad at a woman for standing her ground. You know what I'm saying? She won't be disrespectful. Hey, Miss D, she wasn't being disrespectful. She was keeping it real. Miss D, what I tell you? What I tell you, Miss D? Who you with? Who you with, Miss D? Me and Miss D were talking about her. Now, me and Miss D were talking about Kennedy Carter, and okay, so Miss D, listen. I don't know about old girl, the other one you told me to come on the show, but I definitely got to see if I can get Chen Dawg. You hear me? But Missy, it's all about what you believe and how you have faith in people. You guys were speaking on her being with the Aces, and if you looked at my post, I put up there gray suit question mark. We look like Donna said, they're gonna start believing us when we talk. We don't know everything, you know what I'm saying? But when we own something, we own something. Yeah, you can. Hold on. Let me get you in here, Miss D. Look, I got you plugged up. No shenanigans today. Okay. Oh, wrong thing. Okay. Right here. Okay. Guys, I feel like I be learning stuff all over again. Miss D, look, I'm acting like I can't. I'm so excited. I can't even put you in here. Hold on, girl. I got the link. Is it Command C? Oh no, Command V. Okay. Come on up, Miss D. Let me see. My Michael's in here. ADP, God bless you. And your family. You are an inspiration. Have a glorious summer and enjoy your life to the fullest. Michael White, let me tell you, your comment, all you guys' comments do not go unhearted, unchecked. I make sure I go in there and check every last one of you guys' comments all the time. And if I don't comment, I make sure I got those hearts in there. Thank you so much, Michael. I receive it and I believe it. You hear me? This year, guys, I'm happy to say I'm more on my faith than my fear. And sometimes we get nervous about, I was nervous about the podcast. I was nervous about certain artwork, just all kinds of shenanigans. But he's getting me in a place where I'm more of walking by faith. Yeah. Hey, K-Sap. Let me see. Oh, yeah. Okay. So, Miss D, you got the link, Miss D, so you can come on up, girl. But yeah. So this year is going to be a whole different year. ADP, I'm not coming to play with you guys. I'm going to get back to our series because we need to get the breakdown before the season start. I want you to understand the teams that were in before the WNBA. I want to get that in there at least because I'm going to be on these teams. I'm going to be on the motivation. ADP is in the marketing herself business, so they better watch out because I'm 10 toes down. I'm coming all in the players' comments. I'm inspiring them. And this is not just about, you know what I'm saying? This is not just about money, guys. This is about real life, being a genuine person, because all money ain't good money, like my boy K-Sap say. And you have to be real. When you're doing a podcast and you're coming up here, this is what it's all about, guys. It's facts over feelings. They know look, Case up there know ADP, she coming from the heart. I'm coming from the emotional side. You coming over here in the comfort corner. You will go to my dogs like K-Sap, Bro Clyde, Keisha, Tony, and Miss D. You coming, they're gonna give you the hardcore, they're gonna give you the stats, they're gonna give you the BTA, they're gonna give you all that. And then here go ADP. When you want to breathe a little bit, guys, when you want to feel free and breathe and let your emotions out, I'm here for you. This is why this community connects. Because we got all people in here with different aspects, different walks of life, and we come to show you something. And if you don't like it, if you think I'm too sensitive, don't come to this chat because you're going to grab some tissue sometime because I'm going to break it all the way down because my main thing is I love God's people. And whatever I can do to put a smile on your faces, whatever I can do to encourage these players, watch what I tell you. I don't know what I'm gonna be called, but I'm gonna be up in that WNBA somewhere as a creative, encourager, like Miss D said. I'm gonna be doing something. Mark my word. Watch what I tell you. But you have to be able to put in the work. You have to be able to market yourself. And I had to learn that. I'm like, look, girl, you got all this talent. If you don't use it, God gonna take it. I said, hold up, wait a minute. Let me get up in here and represent, right? Hey, Miss D, I'm sorry, I'm talking a little too much, girl.
Oh, you okay? No, show. You know
Oh,
what?
look,
Shout
come
out
on
to
up in here.
KSAP because and Bro Claude, everybody you. But I said last year that I wanted her to go to the Aces. Aces should have signed her.
You
Now
and
Dana
L said
Evans,
that. You and L,
yep,
I remember. I
yep,
remember them
in the
saying it
chat.
too. Yeah,
Yep,
I
everybody,
remember
L,
you said.
everybody.
Yep,
Because they got
everybody was
Dana, she
saying it.
did
Yep.
good. You know, she did good. But I thought that they could use some scoring outside of bring her either off the bench or whatever. But they didn't sign her. I'm like, what is going on? But
But
they
like I
won without
said,
her, but it was hard, huh?
yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead. Sorry.
No, I'm saying
Sorry,
they won
cousin.
without her. They might have signed KB. They might get rid of her. Kristen
Oh,
Bell.
I let me tell you something. I said, how many of those people are she gonna keep? And I said, y'all know how Becky is. You know how Becky is. And look, when Casey said, he said, okay, he know, he got his thing going on. And when he said she gonna be back, people be thinking we be telling stories like we don't know what we talking about. That's the craziest thing, guys. It's not about being right. It's about knowing what you're talking about, and you just have it. We all got it. You do it in your own lives. You when you know you right about something, or you know that you get and you own to something, it keeps coming back to you over and over again. But go ahead, Miss D. Keep representing. Go ahead, girl.
Yeah, so we talked it up. So they listen. They listen to the community and
Yes.
run back Kennedy Carter.
Yeah, and it's like that's but Miss D, like I was saying, that's how the sports world do. Remember, when something go down and a player is good, they'll wait for a while. You know what I'm saying? Let it die down, and then they bring those players back. They needed that year to let it die down and say, this was not something, Miss D, this was not something that they just planned. This was already in the works.
Oh, definitely. Well, I'm happy for her. She good, and she went with a good team.
A good
And
team. That's what I'm talking,
not
girl.
toxic. That's a very professional team. You got some veterans. To
Yes.
learn from Point Guard and Jackie Young. Oh man, I like that.
Look, I told you
Oh.
she got her list in that room like Angel now had that ESPN
Mm-hmm.
note. She coming for you, Sky. She coming for you, Fever. I'm just
ADP.
saying.
That's why I said. That's why I said. I think Alexis Morris could be in the league. That's why I said
Miss
you should
D,
talk to
Miss
her.
D,
Listen,
Miss
listen,
D,
listen. You look.
oh,
You the counselor.
oh,
You pump them
oh my
up,
gosh.
and you make them positive spin. Not positive spin, but you know what I'm gonna say. So Alexis Morris, if you listening, talk to ADP.
Ooh, ooh,
Contact ADP.
no,
ADP
no.
Art Creations on Instagram,
Let
and
me
you
tell you
probably be back
something.
in the league. Okay.
No, let me tell you what the difference is between a Kennedy Carter and a Alexis. And Kennedy Carter wants to do better. Kennedy Carter is misunderstood. And let me tell you how she wanted to do better. No matter what, if y'all say, oh, Kennedy played overseas, she balling overseas. Kennedy didn't become dominant because she went overseas. Kennedy was already a dog. All Kennedy did was didn't let herself rest or slump down or go into some type of great depression. And even if she
Well,
felt
that's what
that
she
way,
going through. That's what she
she
going
still
through. Alexis Morris.
she still
No, she
no
needs your
she
help.
no listen, she
Huh?
still kept she still kept fighting. Kennedy
Right.
changed her team up. She got her new team, and
Right.
look at her now. She didn't keep coming to the internet bashing the teams or nothing like
Well,
that.
we don't
So
know.
when
Hold
you
on. When
talk
she,
about Kennedy Carter being humble, my
that's true.
friend, that was being humble.
But no, no.
Now,
Listen. But I
Alexis
think I
Morris,
think
she
Alexis
needs
went through some
she
stuff.
yeah, she did, and
I
that's why
think
she has to go to someone else before she come over here to ADP
no.
because
Maybe she no. Maybe she need to
oh
talk. Just get it off her chest.
oh
And you don't
what?
look. Listen. You very welcoming. You listen, and you probably have her cry.
Let me tell
I
you
bet you.
something,
How much? And
Miss.
look, Chad. What you think? You think she'll have
Let
Alexis Morris
me
crying?
uh uh I probably could get a lot out of her, but look, every assignment isn't your assignment. And when I be standing up for people and stuff like that, I be telling God, whatever your will is for this art, whatever you want me to say on this podcast, let it be you and not me. So I don't want to go to do any assignment that he's not telling me to do. Cause then I'm gonna be in trouble for going to an assignment. And because you got to remember, Miss D, when they're coming at you and they're speaking their piece, that's a lot of burden they are unloading. So you gotta be ready because what you think is gonna come out somebody's mouth be bad. It be mouth
You'll
dropping.
go viral. They be like, oh dang, wow. Cause she already or interview, yeah, you can interview a lot of people that's not in the league that's feel like marginalized.
First the foundation has to start
I'm gonna put it out
inside
there.
of the home, inside of her heart.
She's like, no, she
And
said like I got a nice home. It's just that she dealing with stuff. We don't know what happened at your favorite
oh,
university. We ain't gonna go there.
sorry, baby.
But I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Hold up. Sorry, guys. My baby got his washing machine. Don't come for him. He on YouTube playing his surround sound. But nah, Miss D, you can have you could be the encourager for Alexis Morris. I think once let her take care of the things she needs to take care of first, and then what I'm saying, come over here because it takes the right people, and you could see the same people have the same type of attitude, but you see the difference in their actions, you know. And when Kennedy Carter got that new team, oh, they love them, big girl. Good. Thank you for that. Okay, so I'm gonna have to do some more of those. The autism, I mean, some autism pouches for big girl for some people at her work. And I listen. I got I know lupus month is coming up, guys. I want to do something special for Elle. So I know she probably busy. She not listening, guys. So not right now. If she is, I'm in trouble, right? But I want to draw something, and the lupus ribbon is purple. So I'm gonna be doing sketching out something for that. That will not be in 3D. That's gonna be a sketch that I'll probably put on some pouches and stuff too. Big girl suggested breast cancer as well.
Oh, that's nice.
So
Yeah, do the breast cancer.
I'll be doing one for breast cancer and lupus. And at
Autism.
first, yeah,
That'd
and
be nice too.
autism. I
Yeah.
did something for big girl for autism too, but I could do either or. You know what I'm saying? I could do it for the kids, and I can also do it for the adults. You know, Miss D. And when big girl was like, ADP, what about this? And I was like, I didn't want I was like, you think they'll be okay? Because I don't want them to be so sad and emotional. But I met a lady in the store, and she said her mom, and plus my best friend has uncurable cancer. They told her she had a year. She's been here 4 years, guys. And so it's a very sensitive subject for me. And I was like, well, that's how God does it, though. He takes you out of your comfort zone to do stuff. So yeah, Miss D, I'm gonna be on that too for breast cancer and lupus next. I got a lot of projects. I want to sketch that out and see how it's gonna go. Because it's gonna have to be like I want a diverse picture of women, on the pouches. That's gonna be in the making as well. Yes, I'm so excited, guys. You guys know also that Lauren Betts signed with Reebok. Miss D, what you think of that one?
I like that. I like she signed with Reebok. Okay, she getting the
Let me
girls
say,
together.
huh?
But I wish it was a Raven too. But Raven went with her brother
Adidas.
Adidas.
I'm gonna post. I'm gonna see if I can pull something up on
And the
Raven
reason
too.
I
She
wanted
went.
them to go to Reebok because it seemed like they get a more Reebok give them more ownership.
Say, yeah, yeah.
So
I
that's why
thought
I
she
said,
was
wow.
too. I
But
thought
I
she
think
was.
I don't know. Hopefully they gave her a good deal. Raven a good deal.
Yeah,
They like,
Michael. She brings so much than just points. They better. We
yep.
look, Michael. We know the ones that don't know. Look, the ones that don't know or act like they don't know. They're gonna mess around and find out this season. Man, Aces ain't had to. Dang, case up. You ain't had to tell us they were playing the Ace game. Because they definitely playing the Ace game with Sergeant Kennedy Carter, right? Um, Big Girl said, I saw yesterday and Angels welcome her. Oh, man, she sure did. She welcomed her, all right, Big Girl. She already knew. Look, they can say what they want to say. Angels stay working. She didn't even, look, she probably didn't even have to ask and say, Lauren. And Lauren said, girl, yeah. But yeah, I was hoping Raven, Miss D, I was hoping that Raven went to Reebok, but at least she kind of in a safe place with Adidas.
Yeah, because I hope they give her some a good contract. Anthony Edwards, her childhood friend over there.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I want to see it.
He,
I want to see all the girlies with Reebok. Hopefully they sign to Nia Latson. Hope she gets some shine. Or somebody
oh,
like that.
also too, guys, Miss D, I don't know if you saw that. Magic Johnson spoke highly of Latson.
Yeah, he
It's a
excited to
clip.
get her. He
He's
excited to get
excited
her.
to get. That says a lot when
Yeah.
one of our goats come out and speak on a player. She ain't going nowhere, guys. When they come out and speak like that, she's not going nowhere. She's good.
Now he
She's good.
wanted Angel, but they drafted Cam. But
Yeah,
he
I know
don't have
he.
no yeah. But
Yeah.
right. Look, they drafted Malibu Barbie.
Yes,
So
that is definitely lasting. When she put on, I said, "Go, girl!" Out there, and she's so sweet. I'm glad her and
she
Raven are
is.
best friends,
Oh
and
yeah.
she was actually able to beat up for Raven too as well. And with everything that's going on, I got to make sure
Did
Raven
you see
is
the
straight.
Breakfast Club interview when they asked her about how she supported Raven when she was going through that situation?
Yeah, yeah. She
Yeah.
supported her, and then I forgot who came and brought that Bible, and because she was shut in the room,
Letitia.
but
Letitia.
Letitia, okay. And
Uh-huh.
then
Amir Amy
but
here. Yeah.
but she had a village. She had a
Yep.
village and she had a calling. God said, "We ain't done with you yet." No, no, no. That's and I keep telling my kids that, but our kids go out there, they're gonna face their own trials and tribulations. But I keep saying the minute you let man dictate who you are and what you can be, you're not gonna win. You have to
Right.
be able to say, you know what I'm saying, know your worth. Know your worth. Don't let somebody tell my sons and daughters, "You handsome, you beautiful." Oh, my mama already told me that. Come with something else. I'm just
Right. There
saying.
you go.
Like, you start that foundation. You beautiful. I tell my grandbaby, I love you. And I talk, she's 3, guys. She's 3 years old and she can talk. So
Oh.
I'll be like, and I did, guys, I did say this. I'm sorry to all the kids on the playground in America. But I said, remember what Glammy told you. You call Glammy like 911 if they mess with you. Okay? Yeah, I did. I said, just call Glammy.
That's all right. Glammy gonna get him.
Cause Glammy don't play. She said, "Okay, Glammy, I love you." You know she don't
Oh.
really know what I mean, but
Right.
she don't really know what I mean. But
Oh, right, right. She'll know later. She'll get it. Like that's my Glammy.
yeah. So listen, encourage, let that foundation start there. Our kids are not gonna be perfect, and I want to say, I never say what my kids would do. Look, I don't be like my kids won't do that. I don't know what they do outside of this house. Look. I just be looking like, and even if I know I'm not gonna throw them to the wolves or nothing, but I'm like, I'm gonna get your butt when you get home.
Right.
Big Girl says, sorry, say nobody the first quick step in this around. Oh, oh, so Big Girl was like, who gonna guard Kennedy? I don't even know. I don't know because the way Kennedy play, she will have you in circles.
Ooh, I can't wait. Some lineup she might be in the starting lineup. Man, it's gonna take a lot of pressure off of she haven't had this in a while. Even though I like Jackie, Jackie is not necessarily as quick. So they needed this. They
Miss
needed this.
D, Kennedy
That's
gonna
why
be in some.
I wish the
She's gonna be in somebody's spot,
you
and
know what
they
I
can't be
wish?
mad. You're
I
gonna have to
wish
work hard
Connecticut
for your
called.
spots.
Right. But I listen, but I'm gonna go back to Kennedy. I wish Connecticut would call and try to get Raven. Because they're going to Houston next year, so that'd be home for her. That'd be like a second home. Or I wanted the Aces to move up and try to get her. I really
Mm.
did. I want her. I want her.
Well,
I want her to
and
stay.
this is the thing too. This is why I was holding off from
Uh,
like drawing everybody in their in on their teams is because the shenanigans are not done yet, guys. There is more to
yeah,
come, and it's like we we want to wait before the season because I keep my drawings in saved because the switcheroo is real. And I'm
yeah,
telling you, the shenanigans are not done, guys. Buckle up because we ain't finished riding. That's why I said if they was talking about bringing somebody else in the league and not bringing Carter back, oh no, no, we need to reevaluate that situation. And
Exactly.
let me tell you, Becky knew what she was doing, and she know who she signed, and she know that she know that she gained the ace. Put it like that. She know that she gained the ace.
That's true. I'm so happy. They finally listen to the
Mm.
fans. No, thank you, Becky. I don't know why you waited. You shouldn't have waited that long. Though. Don't be
Well,
trying to
like
wait
it's
till people
all go
down
back
out.
to what Casey said. They be watching. I know they be watching
Of
because
course.
I be having a little more time because I know you guys be at work or if Moo at his appointments or whatever, Miss D. So that's
Mm.
why I be sending stuff as it come in. But I be seeing certain things that be on these channels, on these socials. I seen some people copy sloppy. I seen them say certain things. And that's without it being brought to my attention. So yeah, they are definitely watching. That's what they do, especially those main. Listen, especially those main corporate type of sports centers and all that kind of stuff. Where you think they be getting that information from?
Right. They listen to the well, not smaller, but they could consider us smaller. They listen to the
Oh,
channels
we the
that
biggest dogs. That's why they be trying.
yeah, because
But
they
we
get
the
all the
biggest
ideas from
dogs.
us. Exactly.
And look, and the way they copy be so sloppy because look, the way that social media is, they calling you out left and right. Like it's crazy. They be
Exactly.
calling you out. And guys, listen, if because I seen a guy post Chicago Central, he was going ham on one of the people, and the person posted. But were you saying in that chat? So people be coming for you too on these chats. You just got to be careful who you let in your circles, and you got to be watchful. If the people in the chat are genuine people that's been in this chat, listen to them. Everybody not telling the story. Watch how it works out. We have a lot of people that are in sheep wolf clothing that are coming in these chats to start division. But oh, it's on and popping from now. That's why you cannot give up and you have to remain the course. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have all kind of shenanigans thrown at you, right? But Miss D, she is back. Now what they gonna say about Miss Kennedy Carter? I don't think y'all can say nothing. So here it goes, guys. Y'all know the socials. Y'all know the shenanigans gonna start. Y'all know people gonna say negative things and all this kind of stuff. And what we gonna do is continue to silence that noise. We can't silence everybody because it's all about what's in their heart. But one thing they gonna do, they may not like somebody, but they gonna respect them. You know how they respect them? Because they constantly watching them. If you don't like me, you ain't gonna continue to watch me at all. What you think, Miss D?
That's facts. But you know they always got the trolls, so you know how they go. They
But
always
yeah,
got the
I feel you,
trolls.
Miss D, on Raven though. I feel you on Raven, and
Yeah.
we definitely. It's
I mean,
like
I
a
know
P.
what I know. I like Steph White, but this is not the team. This is not the team that you. Because it was Stephanie that basically picked her, not necessarily the general manager. And this is not the team. You got to read the room. I don't think you. I mean, I know unless these fans, unless you're gonna protect her, they need
They
to switch.
better.
They need to switch. Whoever they got from number 11 or whatever they got
Hmm.
from the Sun and put her on that team, and then put Raven on the Connecticut Sun because like I said, they moving to Houston, so that'd be closer to home for her.
And also, what I didn't like about this draft too, and I had to understand that somebody had to do the breakdown of the new CBA because I was like, why was Sweet Baby Ray on the training camp contract? And the reason why she was on that training camp contract was because that they were still making negotiations or whatever or something like that.
Mm.
And so I was like, but this is what I'm talking about. In the process of these teams getting players, make sure they fit and don't be disrespectful to the ones that have been there. Sweet Baby Ray should have already been signed. I don't care about
Yeah, I don't.
oh
Oh, see, that's what I'm saying. The Sparks sometimes they 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 just sometimes they do some trash stuff. But one thing, somebody said something. Let me say this about you talking about the CBA, but the WNBA was built on black women, mostly black women, and now American black women as well. Now you want to bring international players. There's nothing wrong. I was telling bro, there's nothing wrong with international players, but you got to make
Mm-hmm.
sure you look up. It's going to be just all international players. That's not good because you built it off of a black woman, and they begged and begged and begged for the salary cap to go up, and you're gonna give it to an international player. That's not right. That's all. That's my only gripe.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, you know, it's just we love that
ADP, I
the
can't hear you.
oh shucks. Hold on.
I can't hear you.
Can you hear me now? Hey chat, can
I
you
can't
guys
hear
hear
you.
me? Okay. Can you chat, can you hear me? Put a one in the chat if you got okay, let me see. Let me see if the chat can hear me. Uh-oh. I may have to go out and come back in if you guys can't hear me. Okay, let me see. Can you hear me now, Miss D?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, what you about to say? I'm sorry.
Oh shucks, I lost my train of thought.
Right. So
Okay,
that's what I'm
thank you,
saying.
big girl.
She's a example of what's going on. You saying all these international players, and then the people that's been there, you know, it's just too much. So we got to be
Yeah,
careful not to
I
sign.
thought that was I thought that was very disrespectful
Right.
coming from the LA Sparks. I really did. I thought that
Exactly.
was very
And
disrespectful.
they almost have a little bit of Chicago sky in them. They do some silly stuff.
This is another thing, guys, and y'all can run it back. I'll go to my bro case out bro clock now to get their understanding on it too. But you can when you're doing these teams, don't stack a team to be petty or to get back. Make sure you're stacking these teams to fit, to know that these teams are going to work out because some of these players are going to get dropped. Um, you're going to see a lot of shenanigans going on, but make sure that your teams fit, that the players you're grabbing fit. Let me tell you who got an A on it. The Atlanta Dream got an A on it. The Aces got an A on it. Um,
Washington.
the you know Washington's definitely got an A, but sometimes this is Washington misses is a kind of like the saying goes, don't hate the player, hate the game type of thing, and that's what I think when it comes to Washington because they show got like a lot of picks. Um, but yeah, Washington ain't coming to play no games. Um, I think New York is in there. I just got to see New York play because they don't have Sandy there, and it's just they got a lot of the same players. So yes, Van, I can touch on that because when you have a lot of the same players that are on that team, they already know how to work together. That's why you got to make sure when you're setting up your teams that you got the right pieces. But it seems like some teams got too many guards or too many this or too many that. How you look? You got to have that defense up in there. You got to make sure you got your defense and your offense on lock. And I just like the way that when Angel goes ATL, she's gonna be guys. She's gonna be comfortable in shooting those twos and threes and half court shots and shooting the lights out. She's gonna be happy. Give her time. Now, when she start the first real game, don't be coming for Angel. Trust the process. Oh, I want her to do this now. I want her trust the process. Trust it. You guys know what you got. You know what you be talking about when you be talking about the basketball skills and the stats. Just trust it.
The
You
only
said
thing about New York,
Satu about to become KD over there. Oh,
I don't. You know what, Satu? Like I said, I know what the core gonna do. It's the rest of the team. You know what Nesco Sably gonna give you, John Quell and of course Stewie. But after that, I
hmm
don't know what else they got. That's what I'm saying. What everybody else gonna do? That's the only thing
And
about New York.
Donna said also the draft was a joke as well, given some of those average UCLA players
Right.
higher
You know what
draft
they
picks
did?
to keep
They
them in
saw
the
the
league
championship
and
game.
paid over better talent.
Exactly.
Talent sisters. Crazy work.
That's why
Just
Indiana
won't.
should have got one of them then. They want a shooter, they want a defense. But I wanted that's one mistake though that the Mystics made. You got Betts, fine. Okay, Betts is higher.
Hold on,
That
Miss. Keep
second
talking, Miss D.
oh no, the second pick for the Mystics should have been Raven. Then you could have came back with a UCLA because I think they overvalue some of the UCLA people. I think Highcast is the only one. Highcast and Kiki, the rest of them might be. We'll see, but yeah, they kind of overvalued the UCLA Bruin players in a way, the other ones. So I'm just still right, right, man. But that's what I'm saying. Raven, that's it's not like they want a certain player, and Stephanie should read the room and get them a shooter. I don't want the whole season she feeling a certain type of way.
And this is what I was saying, and I'm gonna just say these are just my thoughts, guys. This is exactly what I was saying. The politics behind that draft show. I don't care when nobody. Let me tell you something. They sticking together behind closed doors. That's a perfect example. I don't care because I watch some of those games and how they play. I don't watch every game, but mm, 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 mm. They should not. Some of them should not have been over the Raven and Tanaya's and all this kind of stuff, right? So it's some stuff. It's
And
some
I didn't
stuff.
want maybe it was especially Tanaya. Was it a Don Staley thing where you want to show up Don Staley, or do you really feel or
Yeah, it
by
was
putting
like
her in the second round, you saying, well, Don Staley don't go to her school because your stock
yeah,
gonna
it was
drop,
like
which
an
is not true.
intentional Miss D. It's kind
Right,
of like politics and say what
right.
you want. Let me tell you something, guys. When they and I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna keep it real. This is just coming from ADP. I'm just reading the room, the discernment reading the room, right? When they won against that against UConn, it was like bet. I got it, bet. I'm gonna show you something, bet. And if you think otherwise, you got another thing coming. And if you think wise for that number one seed, you got another thing coming. It definitely was politics in there, all up in there. I'm just saying that
I
was
don't like the
not
way
something.
Seattle. I mean, I don't like the way Golden State used Flau'jae. I think they used her because they got in bed with Seattle and said, you know what, we don't have the. I think Seattle didn't have the top pick. We whatever. If somebody there with a big name, we'd trade her to you to get certain players.
Van Kennedy is signed to the Aces. She
Yeah.
coming for them. Sorry, guys.
She
Van, you
had a
had me
choice. I
coughing
don't
on
no
that
no no.
note.
No. She
Thank
had a
you, baby.
choice, but she liked Raven. It's just that she's with the wrong team to pick Raven. She liked Raven because she was doing some of the South Carolina game. That's all she talked about. Raven, Raven, Raven. But you got to read the room. Raven is not a good fit from a culture standpoint with the fans. So it's gonna be just a hot mess for her.
Um, Donna said, Miss D, true. Stephanie didn't have a choice. Okay, we'll get you a special treat when we take Colin to work. Every day is a special treat, guys. I love my babies. Politically motivated for sure. That's the W for you. It's always a black thing. Let me tell you, the more and more they try to take us out, the more and more we come back and show them something. You cannot erase
That's
us.
facts.
We you cannot erase us because some of the gifts that we have cannot be erased no matter what they try to throw at us. So you can't do it. They're trying, just like they got rid of a lot of black coaches out of there. They're trying to, but it's not working. Let's see how long it works, because some people got to mess around and find out, and these are those type of people. Because what they be thinking is what they need or is working out. It don't usually work that way. So let's see what happens. We know and they know who is the better overall talented players, but refuse to acknowledge it. Right. So that's why I'm glad we have our podcast as our platforms. And I'm telling you, that dog on social media, it's different now. It's definitely different. They look, look, they like the shenanigans, they like the mess. So look, everybody got a voice. They're gonna let this party speak, this party speak, everybody speaking, you know. So, and every time they try to silence us, we find another way to be outspoken, right? It's always what they say, it's always one way, more than one way to skin a cat.
Yep, that's true.
Look, if the lights go out, the water go out, and we ain't got no house, we build our own house. Come on with me, talk about it,
That's
people.
right. We've been
Let's
doing
keep it real. We know how to
it.
survive. I was in Carolina, and me and my ex, everything went out or whatever. Look, Big Dog went out there and got that grill. When they had that storm, Big Dog went out there and got that grill, put that chicken and stuff. My baby was 3 months. She was eating that chicken bone because that's when they had a storm in
Oh,
Carolina that time. I forgot, it was a big storm they had. And we were there and everything. We didn't have no electricity there. We didn't have nothing. He went out there and got that grill. I'm saying we know how to survive.
right. They do.
That's why we don't always panic. We might not be like sure of things, but next thing you know, we coming with a solution to solve the problem. But when it falls down, who's gonna wear the ultimate crown? We are.
That's right.
we are. We
You know
are, Donna. We are. We gonna wear that crown. But that's the thing. We don't have to talk about it. We are about it. Say it
Yeah.
again.
Look, we don't talk about it, we be about it. Remember that slogan?
You don't have to prove. That's what I'm saying, Miss D. When you One thing about it, you don't have to prove yourself to nobody. If they gonna believe, they gonna believe. If they not, deuces, baby, deuces.
Exactly.
I'm not here to. I'm not here to prove myself to nobody. If you don't like this genuine heart person, if you don't believe what I'm saying, peace out. I had to look, guys. I had to grow into that because I used to be in my feelings, guys. Used to be in my feelings like Drake, but I had to do it Kendrick. But that's coming from having the big dogs, my biker boys, all that kind of stuff. I started with the bikes 16. Well, I started at 15, but with the biker boys 16, we was rolling. So trust me, when you have like big brothers, that's what I call them, and you just see all kinds of stuff going on, they gonna teach you, what to do and what not to do. And you just know certain things. It's your village that you grow up with and you're around. Like, listen, girl, don't take all that to heart. Push that aside and move on. You know who you are. Sometimes they had to check me. You know what I'm saying? Had to check me or whatever. So ADP didn't get here overnight. I had to go through some trials and tribulations, baby, to get here and be like, I could give, I don't care.
All right.
But I'm telling you, we guys, we are going up from here. For me, the basketball world and supporting my people, K-Sap from day one. K-Sap never changed on me, guys. He never changed on me. You know what I'm saying? If I'm in there, he always letting people know. He never missed a beat. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever. I can call, and I don't try to call too much with everybody because I don't want to be bothering. But I learned if you don't open your mouth, you don't get fed. So when I start opening my mouth like, hey guys, I need help with my thumbnail, I need, what I'm saying. That's what ADP started cooking. It wasn't my pride. I was just like, I don't want to bother. But that's how you loved in your community. When they know you, they kind of got a feel of you. They know I'm coming. Like when Bro Cloud on his show, Miss D, he'd be like, yeah, y'all can go to ADP for that emotional side. That emotional
All right. Gummy bear, huh?
Yeah. But yeah, Miss D. So yeah, that draft really girl, that was something else. I think that this year was the worst
Yeah,
one
kind
because
of upset me a little bit.
yeah, because The money. And then look, Miss D, the crazy part is half of the players they're not gonna keep. It's
Right.
just it just why what I'm saying is if you're not gonna keep them, why put them through that? And then why
That's
make
what I'm
them
saying. That's
feel
why I
some
don't
type
watch
of
the
way?
WNBA. Now it got better with the CBA because now they got a little development pool. But at the same time, like really,
Yes, yes, Donna.
what Donna
Yeah,
say?
she was talking about kind of like Cardi B. Cardi B said, "Hello, it's me." When she be like, "It's me coming out, letting people know she
Right.
coming." Yes, you got to have that. Oh, you want a Sweet Baby Ray at ATL?
I want her. I want her at
That would
home.
have
You know,
been
she's from
nice, man.
Vegas. That would have been nice,
Huh?
right? Yeah, it would have been nice, the ATL. But also, I wanted her
Hey,
with the
Belinda.
Aces. I want her to go home. She's from Vegas.
We'll look.
Hey,
We'll
Belinda.
see. We'll see because do y'all think they done yet? I don't think they done yet.
No, I'm glad they filling out the team. Just get rid of Kirsten Bell. I'm like, oh,
I
why?
told you.
No, just pay.
Look, I told you when Becky said I got my team too stacked. I ain't gonna be able to get Angel. You know what I'm saying? I got the team too stacked. I'm sitting over here thinking like when she saw that draft, she's like, "Oh, I gotta go get me a dog for real. I gotta get me a dog. I gotta get a dog that ain't scared when she get on that floor and she will challenge anybody. Dog. I gotta get that." And she got that with Kennedy Carter.
Yep. I'm very happy. Oh no, hold on though. So is Kennedy Carter is gonna get along with the Dana Evans?
They gonna have to.
Because yeah, because Dana was acting crazy against Kennedy. I think. I forgot about that.
Miss D, guys, I'm forewarning you. Kennedy is not coming to play. When you see some changes in that starting lineup, don't say ADP told you.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
thought
just
she
saying
always
she's
could
not
start
coming
for
to
them.
play.
Remember I
She
said
took a
that.
whole year, huh?
Remember I said yeah, she'd be good with the Aces. I said that.
Yeah, you said that you was
I kept saying
standing
Aces,
10 toes.
Aces.
Yep,
Mm-hmm.
you stood 10 toes down with it. L did, and I think K Sap did. All y'all was talking about Kennedy. Y'all said y'all was talking about that Aces team long time, like not just now. Y'all been said that, Miss D. That's why I said it
Yep,
was
I was in the
cooking
chat.
when you were talking about it. Probably.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Look, I put it in the air and it happened.
Yeah, so you look, you know what you be talking about and what you be thinking, and you're entitled and right to feel how you want to feel, and everybody knows. Sometimes people they listen and everybody got different perspectives. That's what's so great about it. But for you to stand 10 toes down about this draft, it wasn't right. It was not right.
No, no.
I think it was just too much politics in it to me. You know politics when you see it.
Yeah, and
I
like I
don't.
said with the Golden State general manager, if you wanted to have a deal with Seattle, to say that. Quit trying to hide it and say come up with some crazy explanation. It didn't make sense the explanation she made. So
No,
now you
that's
got
why
everybody
she
thinking that you traded her because of a situation with her mom and all that type of stuff. I didn't get it. That's yeah, weird.
you know, I don't think I'm glad that Big Four is going to Seattle. I don't I just because you know how Natalie is over there on the Vouts. Um I'm glad she went to Seattle because I when they said Vouts, I said,
Seattle is
Natalie.
good. Seattle's good because it's a
Yeah,
young
that's what I
team,
said,
got a
Miss
young
Z. But
coach,
I was
but
saying if she
but
had
the way
gotten
they did it,
Natalie,
it's
I
not
said,
it's not that she went to Seattle. It's the way they did that. I didn't like.
oh yeah, that's what I said. Politics in the Miss D. ADP and Miss D, who y'all think right now top 14s? Ooh, okay. Shoes, Donna, you had to throw that on her. Miss D, do you got to a four already? That you think?
Or well, definitely the Aces is no. I'm gonna give them number one because they're the champions. Aces
Okay,
Dream. Ooh, what's the third one? Aces Dream. I'm not Chicago. I don't know if they're gonna be a playoff team, so I'm not gonna say Chicago unless they. I don't know. We gotta see with them because they got a lot of veterans
yeah,
and
they
then they
got
got
a
a lot
new
of veterans
players.
that
They got to see the
want the ball in their
chemistry.
hands, and it's not it's only one basketball. So Vegas, uh, Dream. I give it to the Fever, the third team. Fourth team could be anything. Hmm. New York. slash New York slash
Sparks. Oops,
Phoenix.
sorry. Oh,
No, no, not the
who?
Sparks. Phoenix.
Oh, you going with Phoenix? Okay,
Yeah.
say your picks again. You got
So Dream. I mean, no Dream. Aces Dream. What else I say? Damn, I can't even think.
you
I said
said
Aces Dream.
yeah, Aces Dream. You oh shit, Fever.
Yeah, Aces Dream Fever. Duh. Cause I like they veterans and they gonna share the ball. And then I said either New York or uh, um Phoenix. And only reason I didn't pick like I said Chicago. We're gonna see how it turns out with the
How the chemistry work.
right. And if your girl don't crash on everybody and choke out people. Uh,
They
but
got let me my dog Skylar
they
Diggins
can
is
sneak into the
not
fourth.
coming to
They can
play.
sneak. Well, yeah, we know. Look, I never questioned
No,
her
I'm
finish.
not saying I'm not talking about a ski. I'm just saying her in general. I ain't talking about her.
Right, but she got to calm down when things go crazy. She got to calm down. She can't. She can't do that.
No,
'Cause that will
Skylar gonna beat
cause.
her. She
No,
ain't
but you got to
changing
no
for
no. That
nobody.
ain't being her. You got to calm down. That's not gonna get it.
Look,
That's not
good
gonna get it.
luck.
ADP. ADP.
Good
Yeah,
luck,
that's not gonna
Missy.
get it. That's not gonna. Donna got the
No,
same team basically. Yep. That's not gonna
oh,
get it. You can't. You can't
that,
do that. These are veterans, and
girl,
then they will choke her.
look,
My
Missy,
girl,
Ace's
Rakia
dream.
is from Detroit, and we don't play that. We would choke
But
you out.
Rakia ain't thinking about that. Rakia thinking about putting the seatbelt on.
I hope
Her and
so,
Dejanay.
but Skylar, look, the problem she had with the Sparks is with Kelsey. Now she didn't dislike her as a person, but she didn't get the ball. Skylar, don't hold the ball.
Well, anyway, we're not talking about my Skylar Diggins. Skylar can do no wrong in my eyes. Next up
I
is
know.
Donna. I think
Okay,
I
well, she'll
think
be.
that
That's why I
what
can't pick them because I can see the locker room being as worse as it
no,
was
I ain't
with
gonna say
Dana
that. We're gonna see,
Dana
Miss D. We're
Evans.
not gonna speak that. We're gonna see what happens.
Okay, if
We
that
ain't
happens,
speaking that.
we're gonna have
We're
a
not
live. I
speaking
want
that.
you to come up. If that
Ooh,
happens,
I'm not
I
speaking
want you to
that
come up.
because I'm curious to see
ADP,
how the
listen, I
chemistry
want you to
gonna
come up.
work.
I want you to come up.
No, I'm not talking about my.
I
I'm
want you to come
still.
up.
Skylar can do no wrong in my eyes, just like Kennedy. Go ahead. Donna said, "I think Aces, Dream, New York, and Phoenix."
And I
Yeah, got to see.
so
She
you got
said, "Yeah."
Chicago in the top four
She
for
said she got to
ADP since
see
you
how
picked
the
them.
other teams play. Miss D, huh?
Oh, okay. Say because you know that Kennedy. I mean
No, they got
that
so much.
Skyler would
They
choke
got
him.
so much chemistry. I mean, we got to see that chemistry on these other teams first. That's
Well,
all.
it can't be worse than that. I hope Camilla can get the ball too. I'm worried about Camilla.
Oh, don't worry. I got my dog. I'm gonna be sending her
Okay,
motivational
like I
stuff.
said, if that happens, I want you to come up on a live. I'm gonna do soon. Soon as the
No, I
first
kept
crackdown
no.
happen.
First of all, when they did, first of all, when I'm gonna walk by faith with Camilla and say she gonna have a good year regardless of whatever go down.
I hope so.
And the first thing when I saw
But
them
you
put
didn't
that
answer
team
my question.
together,
I want you
I
to come up
said
on
what
live
the first time I seen
and
them put the
say,
team together, I was like, where's Camilla gonna go? That was my first thoughts. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see how it works. How at least she have people up there that would give her the ball.
you think so? Because we have
Yeah.
people that left a situation or wanted to leave a situation because they didn't get the ball.
I now look. I said people. I ain't say all of them. I said people.
Well, it only take one to mess up the chemistry.
Well,
One or
you can
two.
count. You can count the one that's best friends with Sloot out then, without saying no
We
names.
ain't talking about Sloot. I'm talking about the new people.
I'm
Rakia
talking.
want the
She
ball.
she is one of the new people.
Rakia want the ball. Skylar want the
Yeah,
ball.
they read the
That's
code, Miss
why
D. I
they
said
should have
the
stopped
one
with
that's
Skylar.
good friends with Sloop.
They should have had Skylar. Listen, they should have just brought not Skylar. They should have brought in Rakia and Dejanay and left Skylar off. Because
No,
Rakia and
they need
Dejanay,
Scholar. They need
no, they
Scholar.
don't. No, they don't.
They need yeah they
No, they
do.
don't.
And
They could have got another
and
veteran.
and
Nope.
and you
No, they
know what
don't.
I'm saying, Miss D. I told you
No.
Scholar could do no wrong,
I
and
know, but she is wrong. You
she
can
is
say that.
not wrong. She
She
is
wrong.
all the way right. Go Scholar Diggins, go. Don't play with me about Scholar because Scholar
Okay,
had to do what
like I
was best.
said, if she had
She had to do
ADP,
what was
if
best for
she
her family and her kids.
okay,
And
guess what?
kudos
Guess
to
what?
her.
Hold on. Guess what? She's from Indiana. She should have took her butt to Indiana Fever.
No, she don't have to.
Yeah, she do. She's
No,
from
she don't.
Indiana. She's
I
from
wonder, do
Indiana.
the chemistry really mean that much? This guy got a bunch of
Yes,
talented players. Yeah, Belinda, it
because
is.
Belinda,
It's gonna
her girl
it's,
gonna be irritating people.
no, no, Scholar isn't. And the reason why I say chemistry, Belinda, is because you got a lot of big dogs up there together, and like we keep saying, it's only one basketball, and it's not about them trying to showcase. They just like playing. They play hard. They're hard players. So
And they
I
show
just want
people
to see, because
and press hard.
it's like it was a rebuild for us, Belinda. So we got to see how our players work. They
Our
got to. That's what I'm
players, you
saying.
still a
They
Chicago
played
Sky fan?
switcheroo with us.
You still a Scholar? You still a Chicago Sky fan? I'm through with them because they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing.
Yes, I am a fan of the players, and I
Oh,
have
hold
to
on,
support the
hold on.
players. I'm going to be supporting Rakia.
ADP,
I'm definitely
ADP,
going to be supporting my Camilla,
ADP,
my Skylar.
ADP.
I have
Pull
four
it up.
people.
They got a Sky. Guess who on the press conference for the Sky?
Uh-uh. I ain't
Crash
pulling it
out
up.
and Rakia.
That's okay. They got to look. They got to do what
Yada
they got.
yada yada.
They got to do what they got to do. They got contracts. They got to do what they got to do. I don't blame no woman for doing what
I'm
they
not
got to do.
blaming them. It's just not the chemistry ain't right. Go to the presser.
We don't know what the chemistry like.
Oh wait, no. Look at her. She already looking crazy. Got
We
her
don't. We
her.
don't know,
Look
Miss
look.
D.
Turn it on. Put it
Nope.
on. She got put it
Nope.
on. She got her
I'm not putting it
glasses and
on.
then
'Cause-
got her glasses
No,
way to
I'm
on her
not
tip of
gonna
her
put it on
nose.
because
She look
these women.
crazy.
I'm
She look
not putting. I'm
crazy.
not putting it on because these women have been through a lot, and Skylar is one of them. And
It's a
I'm
press
not.
conference. What you talking about? What are you talking about, ADP? What you talking about?
No, because you nitpicking. I'm not putting it out
What you
there,
talking
Miss
about?
D.
What
Miss
you talking
D,
about?
didn't I tell
What
you
you talking about?
this is a nurturing
What you talking
corner
about?
over
What you talking
here?
about?
I don't
And
play by
look, you the
Skylar.
nurturer, and I'm the BTA woman. She's like, oh,
Well,
why
I
did they
already
sign
told the
her?
chat.
Look at her.
Look, all y'all
Look,
like.
hey y'all, watch the presser. Hey y'all, watch the presser. They got look at Sky looking
Oh,
crazy with her glasses hanging off the nose.
yeah, I don't know. Belinda said, "How do you all think Angel and Akat will work out together?" Belinda, you
Good.
know why they
Okada's
gonna
gonna
work
learn from
out
the
good?
Akad the baby. Akad just turned 20. Was she 21? Akad is the
Yeah,
baby sister. She the
I
baby
think,
sister.
yeah. And so why do okay? So Miss D, you go, and then I'll piggyback off you. Why do you think Angel and Akat will work together? Why?
Because Angel can teach her. She still look. She shouldn't have been in the WNBA right now. She has some things she had to work on. Far as her understanding that she's 6'6" and not be pushed out the thing. Now she do have some positives. She can shoot three. Um, she still can block shots, but she's still kind of raw. So she can learn from Angel. So I think it'll go good. You don't have to bring her in right away. She can come off the bench, give you some minutes, some rim protecting. But yeah, so that's why I think it'll work out. She's not gonna be in Angel way and vice versa.
Mm-hmm. Also, too, guys, I have friends from Kenya and Nigeria, and one thing about Kenya is that they are very hardworking people. They work hard, and because Okai is a hardworking type of player, Angel is gonna get the best out of Okai. You know why? It's not just about skills. She's gonna bring the best out of Okai because she believes in her, guys. That's why, Belinda, I believe they're gonna work together because the chemistry has to be between the players first before they hit the court to play together. So I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see the growth. I'm excited for someone who's willing to help another player be great. Yep, Belinda, I am. That's my dog. Look, Belinda, just turn your head because Skylar, my dog.
She
She
looking
she can
crazy
do
on the
no
presser.
wrong.
Go to the presser. Go to the Sky presser. She already looking like she getting ready to cause some trouble. Look at the pressure,
No,
Belinda.
it's called read the room. She probably reading the room, Miss D.
No, no, she
Uh,
ain't reading no room.
let me get my let
She
me get
look.
my
She got her
background.
glasses. She got her glasses. She got her glasses on the tip of her nose. She get ready to cause some problems.
Donna said Okot just needs to get tougher and need to polish up her skills. Okot, hard worker and willing to learn and grow. And AR5 is all about that. Right,
Agree.
Donna.
I agree.
Right.
Yep. She'll be like a sponge. She'll be like the little baby sister. That's what she is. The baby sister. Yeah.
Give her time. And this is the thing, Donna. When people start seeing them in the gym working after hours like her and Camilla did, you know what I'm saying? Because her and Camilla used to do that a lot. When everybody would leave, they would still be the last two in there working hard in the gym. So I could see Angel and Okot doing that. And sometimes, like Okot, she's coming to the W. So, you're going to a new atmosphere. So you could be a little nervous. But it also depends on when your next step in life that you have encouragers, you have a village around you. That makes a difference in bringing the best out in you. Like, and the things that people thought you couldn't do, they getting ready to see you do it. Belinda said, "Yeah, Miss D, stop, Miss D. Yes, but you have to admit this team has much more talent than last year.
True.
They should be able to stumble into more than 10 wins. Better press conference than they did for Angel. Walking
Of
her
course,
in
they learned
what
their lesson.
a lot high school gym. Yeah, yeah. We look.
I'm
I
not
mean,
saying they have more than 10 wins, but at the same time, I don't think they either gonna miss the playoffs or make it, but get bounced out. That's what I think for this team. If they don't, it depends on the chemistry. They get along, share that ball. The ball need to go right to Camilla first, and
mm.
go from there. But hey, we'll see how they work that out. I know Camilla like what the hell, but hey.
That's all right. They look. I got my players. I got my players on the
Free
list.
Killer Miller and free Raven.
Oh, I got
Hot,
I
hot
got An-
Hollywood PG1 Johnson. Free her.
I got Angel on the list. I got Raven on the list. I have Miller on the list. I have Kennedy on the list. Everybody that I keep, if I see any negative, I'm coming with the encouragement art. Y'all gonna get tired. I'm full blown with the Angel Reese. I'm gonna as soon as I'm still working on some stuff. I'm gonna keep posting. Um, I'm gonna post some more stuff for Raven. Uh, and just like whoever I see, they been on so much because and Anissa, I do girl, I got you. And just a
Well,
lot of
Nisa,
players.
yeah. Nisa 6-pack, 9-pack, Merle.
Yeah, Nisa ain't coming to play, man. Nisa been in that gym. I'll be like, every time I see her, I'll be like, nah, Nisa, you ain't had to even go there, girl. I'm trying. I ain't got to the gym yet. Messing with Anissa.
Coach Whispers can't coach. Coach Roseanne Barr Jr. is going to be the coach in the middle of the season. Watch. Mark my words. What's her name? Letitia something? I call her Roseanne Barr Jr. She's going to be the coach. Coach Whispers going to be out of there. He's going to be whispering his butt out of the building.
I know. Look, I said the same thing too, Miss D. I think he know. I think he know. Don't think for 1 minute
Of course they
Tyler
do.
don't.
So why would you stay there? Knowing
Where's he
that you're
gonna
going to
go,
get.
Miss D? He's on that contract.
I guess so. It's kind of hard. Yeah.
See, the difference
I
is
don't.
if he don't leave and they have him leave, they still gotta pay him.
That's
You
true.
know, that's the difference.
Look, why would he fake something happened to him? Like I don't feel good.
No, you ain't gotta fake nothing. Listen, all that stuff gonna be all that stuff gonna come out, and look forward to that tell all book by Coach Whispers, because let me tell you something. When you know it's putting pressure on you, Coach Whispers done gained weight. He's going through it, guys.
Well, that was Coach
Man,
Whisper's fault. He should have stayed as assistant coach or something. Stay yourself and with the Aces. But no.
yeah. You just never know when you get it. That's what I'm saying. You signing contracts and they could come
Listen, ADP, do an
in.
art with Coach Whispers. Encourage Coach Whispers. Boom.
Yeah, that too. I mean, because
And do
everybody
one
be.
of Joy Lloyd Mama, and she's singing. Go ahead, that'd be dope.
Where's Juliet? She's still on gonna be on the Aces, right?
Yep.
Oh snap, guys! Don't come for me. Don't come for me. And y'all can't get mad. I'm telling you, Kennedy Carter is getting that chance. She not gonna take it lightly. She
Oh,
not.
she not.
And
She
they
not.
can't
She
get
gonna
mad.
ball.
It ain't no more. It's no more of this. I'm gonna play a little bit just to get paid. You don't play right, you sitting on that bench. You know Becky don't play. Becky don't
Of
play the
course.
shenanigans. You
No,
don't get out there and play well, you gonna be on that bench.
that's true. She gonna be on the bench with Kirsten Bell. Quit playing.
Yep.
Quit
Hey
playing.
Kyrie, welcome. Yeah, so
Hey,
I
Kyrie.
just Kyrie, look, Kyrie, why you late? I'm just messing. I'm just messing with you. All love, okay? Yeah, so we're gonna see, but that man, I'm just getting out. Look, my birthday ain't till July, but I tell you, I'm getting a lot of Christmas presents up in here and birthday presents. I really wanted that for Kennedy Carter, Miss D.
Me
What
too.
threw me off yesterday from my sunshine was when the other day was the draft for Raven. That threw me off. That threw when I say my heart
Yeah.
dropped, guys.
They said
When
it.
you
Guess
know
what?
something's not
They
right, your
said it
whole
might happen.
spirit,
They
huh?
said it might happen, and I was like, no, please don't let it happen. But they
Man, I
said
was
Tanaya.
nervous. My
Yeah.
whole heart dropped. Like it did not feel right.
Look, even though Tanaya got drafted in the second round, she got the better deal. Not the money, but the better deal. Going with the team, you know.
Yeah. So we gonna see. So my four. Okay, so I got the dream, I got the aces, the
She don't
double A
want to,
team.
Donna. She don't want to see how crazy the Skylar Sky look.
When I pull that, can I pull that press out without getting flagged? Let me see what time. Okay,
I don't
yeah, I
think
got
so. I
time.
think you can.
Okay, because I'll if I do, I'll just take it out later.
Yeah, yeah, do
They
it.
so that's
Let's
how
do. Hold on,
Donna
IDP.
they
Let's do
be.
something later. Let's do something later. We can do a presser like that if you want to.
Well, I got see. I'll be like today and what's today? Wednesday and Thursday. I'll be on the other side of town.
Oh,
So when I
gotcha.
come, yeah. And so yesterday, that's why stuff was going all over the place. The laptop went out, the phone was acting funny.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah,
I
because I
swear,
wasn't
that's been a
home
lot.
because I stay on that side because man, Tuesdays, Misty, is my long day. Like I'm
Mm,
running.
ripping and
And
running. Yeah.
yeah. So Fridays is usually the weekends are my on my lighter days. But guys, I'm gonna have to get a two day a week or 3 day just to get my tickets this year. Y'all think I'm playing? I'm gonna be look. Only reason why I didn't
Listen,
choose to go.
get that ticket. Get the Kennedy Carter ticket. Well, as well. Get the
Yeah,
whole package.
now they gonna have me doing something for the summer, guys. I'm gonna have to go out there
Get
and
the
hustle.
Raven. Have her come home. She gonna get the look. The Ryan Howard gonna get jealous because Raven gonna have people from Atlanta be like Raven.
No, she's not gonna get jealous. I think Ryan
she
Howard is in a good place. I
no, she
think she
got
gonna do.
jealous last year because they kept saying MVP for of course.
Yeah,
Asia Wilson is very popular down south. Really,
she all right. She gonna be
just
all
hating
right.
on
We gonna
Asia. I mean
look.
Asia.
Our
Really,
players gonna be okay. I'm telling you.
don't be a hater.
Watch how you see. Of course, our players gonna be great with their game, but watch how you see the Atlanta Dreams chemistry
Yep,
together.
I
And
agree
I'm
with that
telling you,
chemistry.
chemistry wins games. It wins games, guys. This coach on that Dream know what he doing. Begging, you ain't had to show out like that. So okay, for right now, we would have to give it to my four would be the Atlanta Dream, um, the Aces. Dang, gosh. If we're going by good teams so far that we what I'm saying that we think um who else I say do I put the links in there? Not just yet. Links in LA will be twinning for me. Um okay, so let's go with Atlanta, the Aces, the Fever, and New York for
Yep,
now.
that sounds good.
And all my other teams, like I do believe like my Sky, Minnesota, Mystics, um the Sky, Minnesota, the Mystics, and don't the I think Toronto is going to be the sleeper team this year. Uh,
We'll see.
ADP Prince Jeff P already throwing Tyler under. Okay, hold on. Let me see if I can get it right. I'm gonna see if I can get it right quick, guys, so we can and see he
Donna,
do
do
it
you know
so
what time
that
what
Donna,
time stamp?
Donna, that's what I'm talking about. You got the big head, you think you can't be touched, but he getting ready to get a wake up call. I don't care if you don't like somebody. You it's just ways of doing things. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even care. Look, I know Marshmello has made some mistakes and stuff like that, guys. But I also know that he didn't know all that he was getting into, even though he signed that contract. And you'd be surprised. This is where politics come in. This is what behind the scene threats and all this type of stuff come in at. Some not everybody's faith is like ours. Ooh, who casing fussing there? Oh gosh, I hope whoever what teddy bear whatever going on. I hope they cool. Okay, he ended up fussing about something, Miss D. Okay, what's hold on, Mama, what's wrong? Oh, Kylie, let me sit in the seat. Okay, okay, sit right there, baby.
I like Skylar game, Belinda. It's just that she gotta calm down because she getting that she's becoming CP3, Chris Paul, where you kind of you don't know how to talk to your teammates sometimes,
Can't put
and you
you in.
don't know how to just calm down. Everything's not competition. You gotta calm down
Hold
when
on,
things
guys.
go bad. So that's the issue I have with her. If she get that together, she'll be okay. She's a great player. Yeah, well, yes. Sometimes Chris Paul. They respect his game, but sometimes his personality get on people's nerve. Same with
Okay,
Skylar. They
let me
respect her game, but sometimes she could get too wound up. She just calm down a little bit
Chicago.
and don't get all caught up in get your feelings all crazy.
Miss
She'll be
D, why
okay.
you bring it up?
Huh?
Uh, is okay. Hold on. You could have
What?
brought it up. I could. Can't you bring it up?
Oh, let me
Okay.
see. Well,
Was it? You said it was today.
yep. It's on
Um,
Chicago Sky. Well, their YouTube page.
does it say new signing press conference? New signing.
I think so.
Okay. Let me see. Okay, guys. Who's sitting up there? Because I see somebody else sitting up there.
You got to rewind it because I think they already did. They already had Skylar and Rakia at first. Skylar, Rakia, and Jeff the op.
Um. Okay. Let me see. Tell me if this the one when I load it up. I gotta load
Okay,
it up here.
okay.
Is this it right here? Because
Let
it
me say.
said 27
Yep,
seconds ago.
yep, yep. It just
Okay.
ended.
So
Yep.
where do you want me to start? Where's it
I don't
at?
know.
Where she
I don't know.
keep
I just
okay.
saw it. I just saw. It. I don't know
Okay.
exactly
I'll
what
just
they saying.
bypass until you tell me to stop.
Donna, do you know any time steps? She could tell us.
Hold on.
Yeah, he is a chump.
Okay, they be doing all this.
You got to rewind it and see. With Skylar and Rakia.
This is yeah, okay.
How long was it? Because I don't know how long. I just saw bits and pieces.
Okay, hold on. Here it go.
Okay.
And we're very excited to open up to questions. So we'll go ahead and start with Julia Poe in the front row.
Julia Poe with the Chicago Tribune, Skylar, Rakia, welcome to Chicago. Hope you guys are enjoying being back in the Midwest. I wanted to start with Skylar. Can you just kind of take us through your approach to free agency? What were you looking for? This is obviously an unprecedented free agency cycle. So what were you looking for and kind of what were your priorities and how did the Sky match with that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, shout out to our player executive committee and Players Association for getting the CBA done. I'm just happy that we're able to be able to say we're going to have a season, be able to perform in front of you guys. And so once that went down, just started thinking about the process of where I was in my career, where I wanted to be, and decided it was a change needed for my family and I. And I'm from the Bend, from South Bend, obviously born and raised in South Bend, Indiana, which is hour and a half roughly from the city of Chicago. And so I'm no stranger to the area, no stranger to the Midwest.
Hold on. Donna said go back. Donna, are you saying go back to the beginning? She said go back, Miss D, but I don't know if she's saying go back. Okay.
I thought that was beginning.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, just rewind it then. How long
Okay,
is
let
it?
me see. Let me see. It's 42 minutes, but I'm trying to get the part. I'm trying to just get to the part. Okay. All right.
Hey, Marvin.
I'm trying to get to the part that Donna was talking about.
Sorry. Thank you so much, everyone, for attending today, and welcome. We're super excited to announce Rakia Jackson and Skylar Diggins, and soon Gabriela Jaquez and JC Sheldon. It's been a great week here, and we're very excited to open up to questions. So we'll go ahead and start with Julia Poe in the front row.
Julia Poe with the Chicago Tribune. Skylar, Rakia, welcome to Chicago. Hope
this is where it started, Donna. Maybe I need to go.
13 years of my career. And so,
okay.
What's up, Kelly? Side, up and coming stars in our league like Rakia, and also be able to learn from players I always looked up to like Courtney Vandersloot. And so it's a great position for me to be in. I still feel like I'm capable of playing basketball at a really high level. And so looking for to come in here and do those exact things, be who I am and see how I can help, get this team back to where we want to be, and that's contending in the playoffs.
And then Rakia, obviously in a trade, you have a little bit
at 12.
Less, maybe
okay, let me go to that
knowledge
part.
agency just over what's happening.
Okay.
What conversation of grow upon with her?
Boy, Skylar is definitely media trained. I tell you that.
We'll go to Colin, second row on the right.
She is as a person. It's a lot of great people, but I really think we're underrated now.
Front office sports. You talked about your plan.
But I really think we're underrated now about how people could see.
You see the glasses, ADP? She's gonna pull the glasses.
No, I'm trying to hear what she's saying.
That's as important. And so adding those pieces who are two-way players are really important. So looking forward to getting started with them.
We'll go to Colin, second row on the right.
This one's for Jeff. Colin Salawood, front office sports. You talked about your plan. You also mentioned that Gabriela Jaquez was someone that you had eyed for months. So in a off season like this, where there's so much space on your team, you have to kind of stack up all these different moves that you have to make. How do you prioritize which move you have to set down first in the foundation to be able to kind of make sure that everything falls into place?
Yeah, the first thing that Tyler and I did was put a plan together after last season. And we knew that we needed to improve dramatically, and we wanted a new identity. And so we really started looking at players that were extremely competitive, that wanted to make plays for other people, that were selfless, that had high culture characteristics, and we wanted athletes. We wanted.
Donna. I cannot crash out Donna. See, Donna, I see what you're doing, Donna. You want me to crash out like Bro Claude today. Woo! I'm going to have to read.
Don't crash out. Don't crash out.
I'm going to have to read. You know what? Don't give no place to the enemy. You keep your enemy close, but you don't give them no place. Okay, let me go ahead, Donna. Your grade just went to a B, Donna. B+. Keep on, Donna.
Don't do that to Donna. Don't do that to Donna.
Donna, woo. Okay. You
ADP,
know what? It's okay, Donna. Donna, you go back to your A. You're going to go back to your A. I'll deal with Jeff P later. You know what? I ain't going to give him no place. But let's finish up. But
you already know Jeff a prick.
You know what? That's a nice word.
To still be a priority. But, it was a very truncated week as far as free agency went. So, we're grateful. I don't know how much luck played into it because I know we worked very hard, but we landed our targets, which means that the plan came to fruition.
We'll go to Brian, same row.
This question is for you, Rakia. You and Z obviously have a relationship going back to your former team. Just wanted to get your thoughts just on that relationship and just the conversation you guys had.
Yeah, like Skylar said, we knew Z was coming. Like, she was super excited. But one thing I appreciate about her, and she's being my best friend, that she never was just complete in my ear. She let me, create my own path always, but still help me and guide me and be there for me if I need it. And apparently, like, she knew, and if you know Azure, she cannot hold water. And she managed to keep a secret from me for once. So I was very shocked with that. But no, just being here with my best friend, like, who wouldn't want to be someone with their best friend? Someone that I look up to, that I'm going to continue to grow a bond with. But just being here with her makes me even more confident. Her game on the court speaks for itself. She's so versatile. She can shoot the three. But just her as a person, I feel like she's truly just going to be a joy to be around. Everyone loves Z. She's always smiling. She's always bringing good energy. She's such a great leader. So I'm just excited to continue to grow with her. And she told me to blow her a kiss. So
I got to step my TikTok game up.
yeah,
Remember the press conference.
You be eating those.
We'll go to Alyssa, same row.
For Jeff, another tough one for you. So this is your third season, third time that the roster looks like completely different from the previous year. I think it makes a lot of sense why. But I just want to make sure like the goal is ultimately to like retain a core, right?
Yeah, that's typically the goal. I mean, in a free agency like this, we had a fresh start. We obviously made a lot of changes. Some difficult ones. And, like I said, Tyler and I had players that meant a lot to us that we thought, we could grow with over time. And I think we have a really good balance this year of youth and vets, and so that young core is going to be really helpful to have some vets that can, mentor them and share, the experiences they've been through. And yeah, the plan is to keep this team together for as long as we can and keep winning.
And for Tyler, how are you feeling about all these different pieces? Like, I'm sure your brain is moving a lot with all that you can do.
Yeah, no, I mean, from a basketball standpoint, it's obvious how I feel, going into this season. But I think more importantly, what I feel good about is that you don't land the players that we've landed without doing something right. Like, we're heading in the right direction. We're doing things the right way. We got the right people in the building. And there's players are aware of the negative things that get said on a daily. That we're all engaged in social media. We're all engaged in what's going on around us, and we're aware of it. But Skylar's been around this league a long time to know the fake from the real, and there's a reason why she wanted to be here. Being close to home helps, but you also got to be able to trust the people that you're going into war with. And so there's something there's some discernment there that she's able to recognize. I know one of you reporters mentioned that Rakia didn't have much of a say in her trade, but players do have a lot of say nowadays. And if she didn't want to be part of what we're building here, she can voice that. And so you don't get an Azure that left and wants to come back here for not doing.
You sound nervous.
Why is he talking like he's scared and nervous?
Right. You see that? I noticed that too. He sound nervous. His voice sound cracked, like like he's really nervous about what he's saying. That sound good, but it sounds like his voice is cracked.
This is okay, baby. This is guys, listen. I'm gonna say one thing, then I'm finished. I love my players. I don't have a problem with my players going to another team. I'm wishing Rakia and Alden the best. It's not the players. We've made that very clear.
Right. Well, yeah.
And we're gonna, root for them. So we don't know how it's gonna go for this season. We're wishing everybody a great season. But this poor man, yeah, I'm gonna have to send him some encouraging stuff.
Yeah. I told you do a
because something ain't sitting right with this. Is a grown man, and man, he's telling his own truth, guys. He's telling his own truth.
But don't you look scared?
The body movement, the everything tells you.
Don't you look scared?
People cannot get up there and say the real deal. Let's be clear.
Yeah, but he
People
looks
do
scared,
not
don't
get
he?
up there and say the real deal
ADP.
about no trades and stuff. That's not how it works.
ADP. Don't he look scared?
Yeah. And that's why I'm glad that Skylar and Rakia are media trained, because they have to, this is what you have to do.
Ali said Tyler
doing
blinked
things the right
twice.
way. So
You're not safe.
as much as the negative stuff
Yes, blink twice,
people
Tyler.
want to speak, make sure that you're speaking about the stuff that we do well just as loudly too.
We'll go to Julia, front row again.
Tyler, player development is obviously a crucial piece for you specifically as a coach. When you look at Rakia, what kind of excites you? What are you interested in unlocking in her after kind of her entry to the league?
Yeah, I mean, the talent speaks for itself, but you know, just on the surface, you obviously know what she can do on the offensive side of the ball. Skylar talked about the importance of defense, and with the length and versatility and athleticism that Rakia has, she can be a real force on the defensive end as well. So she hasn't even scratched the surface of what her potential is. But also we're not limiting player development just to our youth. Like we believe that there's areas that we all can get better in. And so Skylar in her 13, 14, 15, 6, whatever year it is for you, there's still there's still room for improvement there. But you know, I think that.
Hold up, he better get my GOAT stuff right now. You if I'm gonna have any players coming to my team, I'm gonna know their history. Don't be talking about 15, 6. Look, Tyler, my GOAT been in the game. You know, I'm just saying, get the numbers right, Tyler. I love you though. Let's keep it moving. What you say, Miss D? I can't hear you.
I think that's one thing that we feel good about, and I know that when you're a competitor, you're looking for people that are able to push you in that direction as well to continue to improve on what you're already thrive at, and then you know, be able to make some leeway on your weaknesses as well.
And then Skylar, Tyler mentioned that concept of like being able to tell the fake from the real. What was that discernment process for you? Like, what did you? Because obviously players talk.
Yeah.
You guys see negatives, positives, all those things. So what did you see that made you say, okay, I feel like I understand what's real versus what's fake here?
Yeah, I mean, I've had that discernment. Like, I got it honest from like my mom's back there, so I've had that since a kid. But yeah, I think you got to know your situation. And like Tyler said, I've been in this league for however many years now. This will be year 14, and so you kind of know the league, you know, players, and obviously we get a unique chance, all of us at Unrivaled, to all be in the same spaces. We have a lot of conversation down there. You talk, and you kind of, you know, I got to play with Rachel Banham. That was something that was cool also. Down at Unrivaled. But yeah, you know, you just talk, players talk around the league, you talk, and then I talk to
Rachel Banham.
You know, have conversations with Jeff or Tyler, and you know, this free agency is a little bit different because of our CBA. A lot of people had a lot of reasons for whatever how they were moving, and so just take a unique look at my situation. Excuse me, and you know, it was the right time. Like I said, I'm bought into the vision. I'm not just coming here saying this is the end or whatever for me. I want to play some good basketball. I still have a lot to go as far as what I feel like I can do, especially with this team and pairing, like you said, the experience with the young talent, JC, another shooter, Gabriella, who was the best player in the national championship game in the Final Four. So it's great pieces to work with, but obviously we have a lot to do. So I just have the telescopic vision of what I saw talking to them. But I think the microscopic vision is what we're going to do every day. Our standards have to be strong, because if we have strong standards, then that demands respect, and we're not going to get punked. You know, I'm director of, you know, chief security right here. But no, I think it's just our identity, and who are we going to be, just coming into our identity. And so when I heard of the names and saw that it coming together, our roster, I think it matched with the vision that we talked about early in the process. And so, yeah, a little bit of it is a leap of faith, and a little bit of it is my experience. But I've been an all-star everywhere I've been, and the only one to represent 4 different jerseys. And so you stay in this league long enough, you usually move around. And so that's a part of it. But, you know, I don't think that it'll be in a diminishing returns for me. I'm committed to the work. Everybody that knows me knows I challenge my teammates around me. I wouldn't say I'm an easy teammate, but I'm a good teammate because I'm going to challenge you. And I demand to be coached. And Tyler understands that, and like he spoke of. I want to get better. That's been my mantra since I was a kid, is get better.
listen, guys. So this is what it all boiled down to. Um, it could have been some of our other favorites coming over here because CBA has made a big difference in the team building. But also, I can say for Skylar that she was definitely wanting to be closer to home. She got her kids. This was something that they were talking about, but she hadn't completely signed on it yet. So this is also, what I'm saying, involving her personal life as well, and a lot of players on this team. What I'm going to say, and don't get it twisted. The organization will have their time and their day, but sometimes in life, we get put through situations and sitting in on certain teams that we had not probably planned to be on, or in certain job rooms that we hadn't planned to be on, because you never know what your purpose is on that particular team. I will say this. I respect Skylar Diggins. She is a dog. We're going to see how these women work together, because I do not want to be one on this podcast that is real is real now. Real is real. You have to critique. You have to come in here. You have to say how you feel. But at the end of the day, these women still have to eat. They still got to eat. And we could have had a whole lot of different players go to this particular team. It's not the team. It's not the players. It's not the team. For me, I'm speaking for me. It's not the players in the team for me. It's the organization, because we don't know what bills, what things they have to take care of, what they have to pay, and what they have to do outside of basketball. I keep telling you, research these players. Ariel Powers, she was still playing ball, and her mom was going through illness. She still played.
Yeah.
Didn't find out till she finished playing that her mother was dealing with all of these things. So you might say, why did she go to the Fever? You never know. And not saying her mama asked her for anything, but you know how our great blessings do us sometimes. They be throwing stuff at us, and we be like, well, girl, we don't need it. They be like just wanting to bless us and stuff like that. So this is where I go. Skylar has a family. She got to do what's best for her family, what's closer to home. You see, she had Mama Dukes up in there, and she's gonna go up there and say what she needs to say, because she's trained for the media. She's been in the game too long. You can't go up there and just say all kind of crazy shenanigans, even though you know the truth. Now, when it gets to the point, if you're overwhelmed with a team or whatever, and you done sit, and now if you done send out the warnings, because a person always send out their warnings and stuff before they crash out, and people just brush it off. So when you brush out somebody's feelings and what they gotta say, that's when they start acting out, and you will get the pressure of your lifetime. So
But
I
ADP,
do say they are trained to say whatever they need to say, but I do think, coming from Scholar and stuff like that, for as the team and the players, it is what it is.
but ADP,
Donna said the beginning was where Jeff said they not trying to get in the playoffs, but just compete, and it's in the hands of Tyler.
that don't sound good.
Goes
That don't sound good.
Watch from the beginning to the end.
You gotta say ADP.
Okay, yeah, they wouldn't show us the beginning. What Miss D? I was reading what Donna said. What you saying?
No. So I was commenting on that. No, I'm just saying that don't sound good. It depends on all of them. They veterans.
I know.
And
yeah.
Go ahead. Just depend on the coach. No, I was going to piggyback on what you're saying. Places like Indiana and Chicago are toxic. I mean, that's just to call it what it is.
Yeah.
They had to overpay to get these players, and that's sad. Because nobody gonna go there just to go there. Now it's a good city. It's a good basketball city, but the organization is horrible. Even Indiana's a good basketball city, but the fans it's just toxic. So
Yeah,
I just want
yeah.
to piggyback on that. Yeah, they do. They got the bills, so they have to make like people get on. I said the same thing. I thought I said, ooh, they must have overpaid to get Dewana Bonner and Natasha Howard and them because why would you go to that team with all that crazy fan base?
Yeah, Riddick, I get you. Riddick, yeah, if they're not trying to, but this the thing. Look, Riddick, he said they're not trying to make the playoffs. Now he gonna be real mad because they're gonna mess around and make them playoffs for real.
Well, I hope
They
so.
gonna be
Like
in
I
the
said,
play.
but right, they should look. Why would you bring in veterans like that
Yeah,
and not try to make the playoffs? But the only thing, like I said, the reason they probably won't make the playoffs because everybody has to. Even though you got all these dogs, these former or even the youngsters like Azareno, they have to realize that they have to fall in the pecking order. If they realize that, they'll be okay. Far as um don't hog the ball. The ball has to go to a person that's 6'7", and she has to touch that ball. Then y'all could play off of that. If they learn that, fine. If they don't, they're not gonna make the playoffs. Simple
no,
as that.
Riddick, they are not. They are not victims. Um, they are not victims at all, and I agree with you. Thank you for loving our dog, Skylar, and I just hope Atlanta. Belinda said she help Atlanta does well. Um, Riddick said I just don't want to hear them
No,
say
they ain't
they
gonna blame.
been treated
Atlanta is
bad.
different than Chicago media. They're not gonna blame her.
Yeah, but yeah, DB did, and she did right. She did it for family and all that kind of stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
but she shouldn't have took that money. What you think?
I can't say that. I can't speak for some. I can't speak for
Because
that,
you know
Miss D.
why? Because it
It's
make
different when you got kids and
your
stuff
mental. I know that,
involved.
but your mental health. Excuse me, told her don't go there. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. And you went there, and then it went downhill.
Yeah, I just when it's kids and stuff involved, guys, I'll
I
be
know that.
like,
That's not the point.
but I get
All
what you're saying. I get what you're saying,
all
Miss
money
D.
ain't
Yeah,
good money because now you
yeah, I
left
get
that
what you're saying.
team. You left that team all like what the hell, you know.
Oh, Rita said, Miss D, if Tyler let Skylar run the offense, then they can make the playoffs. Only Tyler and Jeff can hold them back. Riddick, but
No,
you know what they're
no.
gonna wind up doing because you have a lot of great players on your team. Those great players already played in different teams and different things, right? They're not getting ready to let them mess up their name.
But they
But
gotta,
the
like I
thing
said,
is,
they
Rick,
gotta be unselfish. They gotta be unselfish. That's all I'm
but
concerned about.
but the
Because
thing
last
is
year, that's why
too,
Rakia was upset because she didn't get the ball. She has
but
to play off. Camilla, go ahead. I'm sorry.
yeah, this is another thing too. Um, guys, how is it going to? We'll have to see how it plays out when Sloop comes back.
I ain't. You know what? I ain't worried about. That's what I'm saying. I ain't worried about no dang on Sloop.
I'm
Cause
just saying
Sloop.
how to, what I'm saying, if and they might bring her back slowly. I'm just saying if because you have to unless she, what I'm saying, what she can't right now, unless she's in the back like working with them and stuff like that. That's a like coming
I'm not
into
worried. They should just not worry about her. You got Skylar. You got just worry about it because that's what I'm
I
saying.
don't
That
know. That's what I'm saying. That's why we're
all
gonna
this
just have
chemistry,
to
this chemistry issues. I don't like that.
yeah, we're just gonna have to wait and we're just gonna have to wait and see how all the teams play together, to be honest. We're gonna have to wait and see how these teams play together because Sandy is up to something. She too quiet. We're gonna see.
Well, so, yeah, Sandy better have some money. She in what? Toronto. Sandy better have some money.
Right, Riddick.
What Rita
Riddick.
say?
She said Sloop ain't trying that with Skylar. Look,
Yeah.
Riddick, they already formed an understanding. Did you see her not bat her eye when she had them shades on? I'm just saying.
I told you she had the shades down to her nose.
Right. That mean look, when they do that, they mean business like
I
look to
know.
my
No, that
eyes.
means she getting ready to crash, y'all. She gonna
No,
crash out.
She
She
ain't getting
crashing
ready to
out.
crash out.
She crashing out. She crashing out.
Listen, I
She
wish the
crashing out.
best for all of these ladies
I
because
said, I'm not
they
saying, I'm not,
do.
look, ADP. I'm not saying
Miss
she a
D,
bad.
I'm
I'm just
not
saying,
downing what you saying, girl. You
I'm just
entitled to
saying.
your opinion.
We'll see. Okay, when that happens, I need you to come on live with me. I keep telling you
No,
that.
I'm not doing. I'm not doing nothing that. Look, I roll with my dogs. I told you I'm turning my head the other way now. But what?
You can't.
But
You can't.
what I'm gonna say
You can't
is,
contradict yourself.
no. I'm just saying. I'm
Come
talking about.
answer for your
No,
dog when she start acting crazy. Come
no.
answer when she
She
start acting
entitled.
crazy.
She's human. Ain't nothing
No,
wrong
she ain't the
with
title. How many?
letting your feelings
ADP,
out.
ADP. How many teams she gonna crash out on?
So you are
Huh?
saying that when Angel asked Skylar and Dejan, I think you talked to somebody in the
How many
chat
teams she gonna
and
crash
told her
out
they
on?
did not come because of the no
ADP,
CBA. I don't
ADP.
know, Belinda. That's a conversation when if Angel and all of them, ever talk about it. But these ladies are they're
ADP trying to
actually cool
backtrack.
behind closed doors and stuff like that.
ADP.
Yes, tell her allegedly, right? Look,
Ain't no
Miss
allegedly
D,
Reddit.
allegedly, yes, you need
Jewel
to say
Lloyd,
allegedly.
Alicia Clark,
We're
even
not getting
crazy,
into that. We're not getting into
even
that.
Diana
We're not getting into.
Taurasi, even
Let it
Diana
go.
Taurasi.
Let it go.
No, we don't look. I
Can't
told
take
you,
it back
don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to come
anymore.
up when she
Let
act
it
crazy.
go.
Look, don't be
Okay.
afraid when she start crashing out. Don't be afraid to come up. I'm gonna do a
Riddick
live. I want
said,
ADP come
Donna,
up fight ADP.
she said, as much as I dislike Tyler because he is, God, because he's a coward, it's Jeff fault times 10. Tyler has asked permission from Jeff because he can't breathe. Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. But guys, don't worry about it. We're going to have us a good season. I think, Belinda, I think that these women at the end of the day, they want to play ball. I don't know if they would have came because of no CBA or CBA. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I really don't. I really don't know. I just want to wish the baddies of Chicago Sky the best for the season. We're gonna see how it work out. I
The
do
crash
believe
out baddies of Chicago.
we're
We
gonna
gonna
have
see
some
the
sleeper
crash out
teams.
baddies. That's
I
their new
want to
name.
see how the dream work out. I want to see how the ace, like, we got to see how our teams work out. I'm gonna be I have to support
Okay,
Raven.
you have more than one team.
Yes, I'm gonna have more than one team this year
I'm
because
not.
I'm going to have more than one team
Look, I'm not messing with
because
you.
my players are scattered out and I'm not gonna leave them hanging. I'm a real person. I'm gonna go for.
I want Rakia to do good because she's from the 3-1-3. But I got one team but multiple players I root for. How about that? One team that's the Aces and multiple players. That's my thing.
Yeah, Belinda, that is something. But don't worry, Belinda. Look,
What Belinda
ADP
say?
got you. Just hold tight. We're gonna see some shakeups with that organization. Just hold tight because you can't boldly keep saying that out loud. You can't. How you can't keep doing that. Like, and not having respect for your ticket holders and stuff like that. You can't keep doing that.
They never ADP.
Your money matters. Your dollars count. Your voices count.
ADP. They've been in the
And for
league almost
him,
20 years. They don't care. They never cared.
I know,
We'll see
but
they change it.
they don't care. But they think this is the ego and thinking I can't be touched type of thing. You can be touched and things can be arranged. Just hold
Right, but
on for
this
it,
the
Miss
thing they
D.
need to do.
Run it back to me when I say change is coming for
I'm
the
not saying to change.
organization.
You know what they need to do? The league should have been did this. Make Michael Alter sell the team.
Look, they say we don't know what we talking about, Miss D. So not our chat, but people around the
I know
world that
that.
be
I know that.
ear
Right.
hustling. But
Right.
watch, guys, how it unfold. I'm wishing now. I gotta say, when I'm drawing them now, Belinda, I gotta say Chicago baddest because. So now we have to we got to give our team some names and stuff. Right, Donna. They think we don't know. But Linda, y'all gonna be all right. Just hold on to your tickets. Just
hang in
I'm
there,
not
Belinda.
there.
Hang in there. Hang in there.
I'm not there, so let us know what games you go to and tell us about it, and I'll speak on it on the show because I want the best for these players. For Skylar, Camilla, and Rakia, and who else? Let me see. I got who am I missing? It's somebody else I'm missing. There's somebody else I'm missing on that team that's in that
Goon, here
baddie.
you go. Hey, Goon. There you go.
Because let me see what time is that.
Dana
Okay.
and Scott, Dana and Kennedy gonna be on the same team, Goon. They back.
Really, I'm gonna tell you about that right there later. That name you put, I'm gonna tell you about that later. You know, I peeped some things.
What you got on Azare? What you said? What's wrong, ADP?
Ain't nothing wrong with Azare. I just said I'm gonna get back, Miss D. I just said I'm gonna get back to what?
Oh, you wait till you said it. Like you got some insider information. Tell us.
Girl, I ain't got no inside information. I just want these women to play together and give us some good basketball. I just want good basketball from our great players. I don't want a whole bunch of shenanigans, even though we're gonna have some anyway. I'm just saying, ooh, that just get ready. Buckle your seatbelt.
I'm here for it. I like a little shenanigans. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, and look, Ms. D, we don't know who gonna crash out. Good, cause they have some
gonna crash out. Chris Paul Jr. gonna crash
teams, and it's gonna be some people you least expected.
Chris Paul Jr. gonna crash out.
Oh yeah, Rita said I'll watch the Aces now that Ken is there, but I'll watch the Fever and Sky is still in question. I want Miller and Raven to succeed, but I'll just buy their merch.
Dana sold Kennedy out, Goon. Dana sold Kennedy out in Chicago. I don't know what you're talking about.
Thank you, baby. Yeah, buckle up your seatbelts, guys, and enjoy the ride. I'm so happy for all of our teams. I'm so happy for the players getting what they deserve. Listen, we're gonna like over here, cause y'all know they're gonna break it down and get them stats and get y'all the real deal.
Right.
And over here, man, really, I'm telling you, it's gonna be some must-see TV. But guys, I'm gonna be over here uplifting all the players, no matter what team they own, because Miss D don't call me to encourage her for nothing. So you're gonna be surprised who I'm encouraging this season. I'm encouraging all the WNBA players, period. So it's gonna be a moment in East.
The Sky. They not she sold they not friends like that no more. Dana sold Kennedy out. Dana sold Kennedy out in Chicago. She the one told about Kennedy what Kennedy was doing in the locker room, what she wasn't doing, who knows what she's doing. Dana did that. No.
I keep Riddick and Miss D, I'm telling you, I keep going back to it when Angel now put that paper on the wall when ESPN was talking all that junk. I think Kennedy had her one, allegedly might have had her little piece of paper where I'm determined. I don't have to prove nothing to nobody, but I'm coming for my spot. And mark my words, she's going to get her spot.
Yep, she is.
I'm telling you guys this. She's going to get her spot. And she's not going to do it. It's not going to be forced. She's not going to have to force it. She's not going to have to beg for it. She's not going to have to push for it. Kennedy Carter is a dog. She will always be a dog, and she's getting ready to get up there and show up and show out. She was not in the W for one season. She went over there. She balled out over there. So she didn't give up. She didn't stop. And I'm telling you, hard work pays off. That's for anything. So that hard work Kennedy Carter was doing, and everybody was talking junk about Kennedy Carter, guess what? Stay on that side because you guys are getting ready to find out she's not coming to play. Is it some things she got to rearrange and change? Of course, but let her be. Give her time. How much time does she need? I don't know, because it's a lot of habits in our life, and we get a whole lot of time for them, So listen. I guess we will see during preseason. Yeah, Belinda. That's what I'm saying, guys. You guys see anything, put it in the chats, put it in our comments, put it in Bro Club, everybody comments so we can see it and they can go over this stuff because they're gonna give you the full breakdown on the stats and what they feel and you know what I'm saying and stuff like that. I'm gonna be over here encouraging. And I want the best for the players. We said pay the players what they owe. Now we're gonna pay the players and respect them and support them. And we still can respect them and pay and them getting paid at the same time and call them out on their shenanigans. We can still do that. But for me, over here, I'm going to encourage like it's no tomorrow.
And she the encourager, and I'm the getting they booty.
Right, Riddick, right.
But
no, go ahead, Miss D. Go ahead, sound it off, because I'm gonna get ready to get
okay, let me just say this. Goon, I know you like Dana. Dana sold a lot of people out on that team, and then Kennedy did not sell out Angel. Quit that narrative, but Dana did. Dana was that's why she stayed on the team. Jeff loved her. Only reason why she wasn't because she demanded a trade. Jeff loved her.
Look,
Dana did do some stuff.
Look, for the record,
she sold Spoon out too.
For the record, Goon, starting a whole new. I'm starting a whole new slate with the players.
She did. Stop it. I know you love Dana.
Look,
Dana dirty Dana.
Thank you, baby.
Forget Dirty Diana. We talk about Dirty Dana. Okay.
Goon, I'm starting a whole new plate. We're gonna see how everybody do on the teams and work together. And we'll see how it goes.
Look, she want everybody to play in the sandbox together, and everybody not gonna play in the sandbox together. It's gonna be some.
I don't care. I said, look. Let me say, I like the dog fights and stuff like that. But I'm so much into. Do you know how much artwork I had to put to pay the players? Look, so I'm gonna pay the players some attention. Marvin even laughing.
They gonna play Jacks, y'all. They gonna play Jackson. Hold hands, ring around the rosy. They gonna play ring around the rosy.
And what? So what if I want everybody at the playground? I want to see some fights too.
Look, they gonna be sisters. Forget sisters with voices. Forget sisters with voices. They gonna be sisters together. How about that? What's that?
Oh, I want to look. I don't want to see no.
Goon. The high school is over with. We talk about
that's right.
Chicago,
that's right.
okay?
That's my girl. Riddick said clean slate. Let's do it. Forgive, but don't forget. That's right. Hold on, Miss D. Back up.
Don't go with the ADP philosophy, okay?
No, Riddick understand. Riddick be talking junk too. Don't let
it. Dirty Dana. We ain't not stupid, Goon. You just in your feelings. Get your feelings about Dirty Dana. Dana dirty.
Goon. ADP is going on a clean slate. Don't worry about Dana. She gonna do great. Okay, good.
I just say she did good last year. Dirty Dana did good.
She gonna do great. Miss D. I'm on the clean slate over here, but Miss D is not. So
we're gonna see. We're gonna check Dana out. We're gonna check Skylar out. Kennedy.
Yeah, Belinda. Let me yeah, I'm gonna have to let me see what I can come up with that too and send it to Broclot and see if he can
make a Dirty Dana shirt
with the baddies on. No, we talking about the baddies t-shirt.
Goon.
I'm gonna see what I come up with too, Belinda.
I want Goon to have a Dirty Dana
shirt. And I'll
shirt.
see if Gummy can send it to you.
I want Dana. I want Goon. No, I ain't making no narratives.
Anyway, guys, I gotta get ready.
She did her thing. She in Chicago. She thought she was a starter. Goon. She wasn't. Okay.
Goon. That Detroit come out Miss D every time. Just know
it's
that.
Okay.
Just
get out your feelings. Okay. She played. I didn't make nothing up.
I see you ready. Okay, Miss D.
Okay, go
any final thoughts? I'm getting ready to take.
I'm just excited to see Kennedy. Yay! I'm happy to see Kennedy. Happy to see Kennedy back. It should have been last year. Somebody.
No, sometimes you need to. I think she needed that break. To get everything because remember she switched. She switched management stuff too.
Okay, I understand that, but ADP. Do you remember her story?
Yeah, I didn't want her to look. I'm not saying I wanted her to be out of the league last
No,
year.
what
I
I'm
wanted
saying is,
Kennedy
do you know
back.
her story? She break from what? Before Spoon gave her that confidence, nobody picked her up.
I know that, Miss Z. What I'm saying, I'm not saying she shouldn't have been back. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just
Okay.
saying, far as what I mean by that. Let me
What you
correct that,
saying? What you
guys.
saying?
No,
No,
what
I'm
I
just happy to
mean
see her
by that
back.
is
I don't
she
want to
was
argue with
able
you.
to get a better
Goon,
team
get out your feelings.
around her.
Okay.
You hear
Goon,
me,
get out your
Miss
feelings. You still
D?
my boy. Yeah, I hear you. Goon
Yeah,
in the
that's what
chat
I
in
was
his
saying.
feelings. He in his feelings.
Yeah, guys, look, don't get in
Okay.
your feelings because look, you know my gummy bro case and then they be giving it to him BTA, they be giving it his
Cause
Facebook
guess
feelings,
what, Goon?
critiques, and I'd be like, woo,
Guess
I'd be
what,
like,
Goon? Bro
but
Claw would
they
say the
is
same
right.
thing.
They be
Bro
right.
Claw say the same thing. He in Chicago, okay?
You know,
He
bro.
said the same thing about Dirty Dana.
That's what I find out.
Okay?
As a whole to do have to say. But Linda, we in this together, baby. We in this together, and I'm gonna be supporting the baddies. I'm gonna be supporting. So just hold tight. Change is coming.
Can you
You see
can you
how
make
change
a
came with everybody getting into their right fits, you know. So just hold
That's
on,
because
you know.
look. That don't mean that her and Dana cool. Becky is a veteran. Becky know how to manage personalities.
Miss
Okay,
D,
she
we
ain't gonna
don't
allow
care
Dana
about
to
that.
crash
You and
out.
Goon can go all look. Miss D and Goon gonna go all season with
I'm not going back and forth with Goon because Goon is always in his feelings, and Bro Claw would tell you the same thing. Okay, Goon. Okay.
okay, big girl. Big girl. We look. We know how everybody feels. Look,
I'm not making
let's
nothing up. Big girl said
let's
F
come on,
Chicago.
guys. Come on, one more time. I'm gonna get out
He
of here.
said
Let's
F
stay
Chicago. You see what Big girl
together. Come
said?
on, Al Green. Come on, Miss D. Loving you forever. Come on, Miss D. Let's
Let's
stay
stay
together, girl.
together. I don't know lyrics like that. Let's stay together. Let's stay together. Come on.
I
Loving
love you
you
guys. Stay tuned.
forever. Come on, y'all.
ADP gotta go. I gotta go
Ever.
get Case a special
Time
treat and
is
take my
good.
my
But thank
oldest
you for
son
having me
to
up.
work. And I love you. And I will touch back
I'm
with you
not making
guys
nothing up as I go.
sometime
Stop
this
it.
week.
Go.
Okay. Love you, Miss
Thank you,
D. Love
ADP.
you,
All
Chad.
right. Have a good
All
day.
right.
All
Catch you
right.
on the next one. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.